Welcome, pickleball fans, to the All In Pickleball Gym, hosting Thursday night premier women's doubles, episode 11. We have some very skilled women here tonight, and I'm excited to see how they compete against one another. We have some new teams this evening to us. We have three new groups that have not played before, a couple of groups from Indiana,
America,
and another group from the Lansing area. So if I could ask you just a couple questions. How do you ladies feel about being here tonight?
Oh, this is great. This place is wonderful, and we're super excited.
Can't wait. This is super great.
Excellent. How about you? How are you feeling about being here this evening?
Oh, we're really excited. I feel like it's all we've been talking about all week long. Yep, so excited. This is a great group of women and all in the same place. It's going to be a great competition. We're excited.
Awesome. We're so glad to have you guys all from Indiana, and now we have from Lansing. Sue, how do you feel?
I'm excited. I'm a little nervous with all these youngsters in the room, but you know what? We're going to do the best we can.
All right, you're our senior tonight, Sue.
Yep.
Nikki?
Senior citizens, so be nice to us.
Look out, ladies. They are hot players. All right. Good luck tonight. Everyone have a great time. And back up to Scott and Alan.
Thank you, Lori, and welcome to Thursday premiere night here at All In Pickleball Gym. It is women's play tonight. I'm Alan True, as always. Tori, my usual broadcast partner, is on the court, so we're going to talk about her. So I am joined tonight by Mr. Scott Verkuyk. Scott is a high-level player, watches a ton of professional. I see you shrugging that off over there, but you've done well in some tournaments and play a lot of rec and at a high level, and you watch a lot of professional pickleball.
That part is true. The first part, not so much. But
so
yes,
you guys are in good hands. He is very adept in the game, and we're going to try to keep this light and fun tonight because we have a really talented field of 12 teams. I think, Scott, we were talking about even all day today over text and then when we got here of just what a competitive bracket this is and how top to bottom. There's some matches that are going to be tough to call.
Yeah, especially the first round. There's a couple really intriguing ones. Championship court here. We have Abby and Erica, who are kind of mainstays on the Grand Rapids scene, against a couple visitors from Indiana who we've not seen play before. Stalked them on Duper a little bit.
And watch their warm-up match a little bit.
Oh, we watched them.
Try to prepare. And Abby, let's just get it out of the way. Abby is your spouse.
My wife.
Yep. He's been practicing his Borat voice all week, so I had to lob up a softball to him early on. And then all of these matches in the first round are going to be super tough. Now, Sue, I think, was sandbagging a little bit by saying we'll do our best, and Sue and Nikki and saying we're the senior citizens here. They are playing Kelly and Emily, two women who can really, really hit the ball. But Sue and Nikki are excellent, excellent players. So don't let that introduction fool you on that.
Oh, yeah, they're OGs. I've seen them. And they've schooled many a young person in their time.
Yes. I may be a little bit on that victim list here and there with them. At least in rec, I think. But and a bunch of interesting teams. We have our 10 seed, Catherine Bruninger and Crystal Strickland, almost pulled off a massive upset the last time they were in Thursday premiere night, had our 1 seed against the ropes and took them to 3 games. And so they're going to be a tough out for a very, very experienced team in Nancy Henderson and Sherry Sanford as well.
Yeah, that one's got my attention. Nancy and Sherry, same deal. They've been playing forever. Super crafty, super smart. And Crystal and Catherine, long, athletic college basketball players. And their styles,
and both have worked really hard to get better at pickleball. Their improvement in the last 2 years has been huge, and they are playing at a super high level right now. Catherine just went down to Florida and got 4 or 5 gold in an APP tournament in mixed with her husband Ben. So
yeah, shout out to Ben. Gold.
Yeah, they got the gold. Came back and represented Michigan well. And then when you look at the teams that have buys, our 1 through 4 seeds. Any of them are capable of getting to the championship game. You have Leah Tauber, who, if you watched Mixed Night recently, she was the championship winner with Ian Yee. And Tia Mukherjee went super, super far in that as well. They're both really, really good players. So it'll be interesting. Some of those players, too, like Tia and Leah, those of us who are West Michiganders who only saw them play that night for the first time, have only seen them play mixed. So it'll be interesting to see how they play women's because it is different.
Yeah, I caught it on the live stream, and I'm really excited to see them play in person. They both seem super impressive.
So to set the stage, too, there's $1,000 in total prizes tonight, and the winner gets a ticket to the Premier League or Premier Night Total Finals, which there's a $3,000 cash prize for that. We do have some past winners here, so some of them have already punched the ticket either in mixed or women's. And this is the Championship Court stream. We'll try to keep it here on Championship Court as much as we can, but we will do some split screening and some moving around to other courts. Each individual court does also have its own stream, so if you wanted to stay on court 2, 3, 4, 5 and watch those matches in particular, you can go to that, but you will not get to hear Scott and I banter or hear him grit his teeth through any of Abby's errors on what he should say. Now, in her bio tonight, she listed that one of her goals for the year is to play tournaments with you and make it work out.
I read it. I read that, yes.
I won't
We
set
should-
you up for disaster there.
We should all have high goals for ourselves. That is a high one.
But that's an admirable goal.
Oh, yeah.
She could have said a lot of other things. So Abby and Erica have played together in. Did they play the first?
They've never played a competitive event like this or any tournament, as far as I know. I know they played a handful of rec games leading up to this, and they play rec a lot. But they're familiar with each other for sure. But this is a first-time partnership, as far as I know, in terms of a competitive setting.
Sure.
So it'll be a fun one.
And
Abby's going to rip her forehand. Erica's going to grind it out, and we're going to see how it shakes out.
Although in their warm-up games, I saw more aggressiveness out of Erica. I think maybe in women's she'll play differently than we've seen her play in
for
mixed.
sure. And she's got that new gearbox in her hand. Is that the hot one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's pretty hot. I don't know if we did any paddle testing here. I'm assuming we
Okay.
didn't. And then on the other side, we have matching head paddles, and that's
Oh,
one
yeah.
of their newer head paddles.
Yeah.
And that is Jennifer Donovan and Nancy Bowman that you see on the left side of your screen. Jennifer is in the white visor, Nancy in the black hat, and they are both from Indiana. Nancy from Crown Point and Jen from Cedar Lake, which I think is both in the northwest portion of that state.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. What they've done here at All In, to the point where we have folks traveling in from out of state. That's pretty impressive. We'll probably see more of it, I think, as this thing grows.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
I think we have one other Indiana native tonight, Jessica Samari from
Yes.
Indiana, and then we have several from other parts of the state too. So
Yep.
Cool that people can make it over on a weeknight for this. Little more background on both of them. Jen Donovan, who is again in the white visor, Division I college softball player at Jacksonville State University. And then Nancy Bowman comes from a background of racquetball and golf. And they both say they do a lot of drilling. 2 to 3 hours for Nancy a week and 5 for Jen. So
Considerably more than we do, Alan.
considerably more. We tried for a little bit.
We
and
drilled
then
once.
Once or
We
twice.
drilled.
Yep.
Oh. We got the number one official in the room,
Yes.
Ray.
Raymond Zamora. He is if they had dupers for refereeing, he would be well into the 5-0 range.
Super
they-
senior pro, though.
Yes.
He's up
right,
there in
right.
age. He's
If
long
they
in the
gave,
tooth.
if they gave dupers for personality, too,
Oh,
he would
yes.
also be a true pro. Abby, no hesitation, said
Receive.
receive.
You got to make them make the first third.
That's
That's
right.
my
That's a good,
every time.
it's a good strategy.
Yeah.
It's not the Matt Hasselbeck, we want the ball and we're going to win.
Yes,
talk,
exactly.
But this is a different
No,
sport.
you make the third.
You make the third, yes.
You're feeling tight.
I always have to miss 1/3 before I feel like some boxers say they wake up after the first
Yeah,
punch lands.
yeah.
Like I miss 1/3 before I'm in the.
Leave it high on purpose, just to practice your defense.
Yeah. So this is our all-in volley zone. This will get you all of the views, and we already, our 10 seed, who we just talked about, already off to a 2-0 lead. They're a tough out.
Yeah,
Always.
they're going to be tough.
Yep, 3-0 now. And that's on court 5 down there that we're talking about, Catherine Bruninger and Crystal Strickland. 2 former college basketball players. Both all-state basketball players in high school. And have carried that athleticism definitely over to the pickleball court. Very scrappy team. Also, quick 2-0 lead on court 3 for our seniors, who we told you don't let them fool you with that talk of hey, well, let's take it easy on us.
They're trying to sandbag a little bit.
They're pretty good there. I believe, have they both played some senior pro?
They have, yeah. As I said, I stalked them on Duper, and they both have played some senior pro with some success. So, not to be taken lightly.
I'm going to leave it up on this split screen for now as all these matches get started. When matches get a little bit closer to the end, if we've got a tight one, a 10-10, a 10-9, we may zero in on that court. And then, like I said, as we go through the night, this will be the championship court stream. There's that Erica making use of that new gearbox. Speed up down the middle. Let's take you around to, actually, we introduced you to the players on championship court. Court 2, that is Julia Henderson and Melissa Kildo against Stephanie Hino and Tori Much, who, if you've been watching these broadcasts, you are familiar with Tori. Oh, as Abby pops a lob over the heads of our Indiana visitors. Not a nice way to welcome them to Michigan, but a nice way to win a point. What are your expectations on court 2 here, or what do you see with both of these players? I know you've played against at least a couple of them.
Yeah, all of them. Melissa, heavy forehand, likes to swing a lot. Julia, super well-rounded player, really tough two-handed backhand. That's going to be a tough out for Steph and Tori, I think. They're going to grind, so if they can force some errors out of Julia and Melissa, then I think they can do it. But it's going to be they're going to have to be super consistent, make all the balls, because there's quite a lot of firepower on the side of Julia and Melissa.
Yep, Julia did super well in mixed the last time she was here. So that is Julia Henderson and Melissa Kildo to the top side of your screen. Julia on the left, Melissa on the right, and then on the bottom on court 2, that's Tori in the white visor and Tori Much, and then Stephanie Hino in the green down there. It's 4-4, so they've
nice.
Steph and Tori have made a nice little run here on this possession, and Tori did take some time off with an injury, but's been playing a lot, so I think she's feeling back to herself. Then down there on court 3, as we mentioned, bottom of your screen, that is Nikki Walter on your left in the white hat, Sue Power in the blue, who is now stacked and serving. And they are playing Emily Weichel, who's in the red on the left, and then Kelly Dykema in the green in the right. And Emily, former college tennis player herself at Western Michigan. Kelly played pretty high-level high school tennis, and I think you see that in their games, right?
Also volleyball. If she gets an overhead, you can see her snap her wrist like she's spiking a volleyball.
Yes. Kelly, very good overhead.
Yes.
Emily, really good ball striker all around.
Oh, yeah. Emily, if Emily gets going, her angles are as best as I've seen anybody.
Yep.
She likes to cut the ball, tennis strokes, but she can make some angles that are super impressive.
And that's both, and from the kitchen, too. She's really tough with her angle dinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And then we talked a little bit on court 5. Now on the top side of your screen, that's Catherine Bruninger on the left, Crystal Strickland on the right. And the bottom of your screen on the left is Sherry Sanford and Nancy Henderson. Nancy is Julia's mother. We saw them play against each other last time. However, on this night, the way the bracket is set up, they would have to get to the both get to the championship match for us to see the mother-daughter repeats.
But that would be quite a treat for everybody if that happens.
In the championship, yeah. So make sure you keep your stream on just for that possibility.
Yeah. There. Oh.
That's a
Quite a rally there on championship court.
Yeah.
ATP defense.
Let's maybe go into championship court now and give that as the mainstream. Oh, that. I rarely see a short lob out of Erica.
No,
and
Erica
Abby defended that really well.
That's something to watch in this match. Abby and Erica both super adept at the offensive lobs. So I would plan on seeing more of those. That one by Erica was maybe a C-,
which is extremely rare, though.
No,
Yes,
yeah,
rare.
she has lobbed me more times than I care to admit. But Abby bailed her out there with a little defense herself. So they've built themselves a 6-2 lead. Pretty good start.
And court 5, the one that we've been keeping an eye on as well. It's tight.
It's going to be tight.
But we knew our 10 seed was, the 10-7 in March Madness is usually one you keep your eye on.
You don't want to be the 7.
You don't want to be the 7.
No.
And in this case, I think that's a tough 10 to draw.
Yeah. Senior citizens still rolling there on court 3.
We knew they were gonna be tough, and yes, they are playing extremely well. A little taste of their own medicine there, as Nancy.
Takes one to know one.
Yeah, Bowman throws up a lob. That's a big forehand there. You don't want to play with that forehand, huh?
I don't think I said I didn't want to.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I don't know if you know this, Alan, but playing with your spouse can be a little tricky sometimes.
I do know that.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That's been implied on other episodes, but
yeah,
we haven't gotten into those details yet. That's more of
another lob on championship court. Defend it. Oh, firefight.
On court 2, Julia and Melissa have been able to extend their lead, Henderson and Kildo. Looks like there was a timeout. And they're coming back in now at 9-6. Let's maybe take it to court 2 and see the end of this match. Give Tori some spotlight, because she's normally a big part of this broadcast. It's 10-6. Henderson and Kildo.
Yeah, Tori recovering from plantar surgery.
Yes.
She's been playing for about a month, I think, now, and said that she's feeling good, but like the mobility's still not quite there.
She's been playing a lot, though, and I think knowing that this was coming up
has
also played up.
Yeah, no,
A
Tori
lot of
plays
high-level women's.
as much as anybody I know when she's healthy.
And after a lot of paddle switching, I think has settled into really liking her Yola. She has the Perseus. I expect you to carry me on the paddle knowledge.
Yeah, my eyes are not good enough for that one.
Steph playing with a Revelin. Sophie not here tonight, but shout out to Revelin Sports, based out of Holland, Michigan. Her and Hugh done a great job growing that company, and Steph is one of the players that uses that paddle. And we got the split screen now because we've got 2 games at 10. Sue Powers and Nikki Walter take game 1, 11-5.
Side out here on court 2, so we're going to have a couple game points here. Julia serving.
We talk every week about how tough it is when you get, sometimes you commonly get stuck at 10. Let's see if they can close this out. Well, that's one way to do it.
Yep. Not cool, Melissa.
little bit of net love here. But if you're a believer in karma, it usually evens itself out. But I don't know. I don't know that the net always plays fairly. So resetting on these other courts, on championship court, Venting and Verkijk up 7-5.
That's gotten a little tighter.
Yeah.
And still a dogfight on court 5.
Which we knew, yes, an absolute dogfight. That has been, there's some fun points to watch there. So now that you've had a chance to watch a little bit of our 9 seed, Donovan and Bowman, early impressions of them. They've clawed their way back into this match.
Yeah.
Kind of scrappy themselves.
Yeah, a lot of experience, smart shots. Yeah, they're going to be tough out.
They don't ever seem to overextend themselves.
No.
Everything's soft. It's a very careful game. They don't make a lot of errors.
Yeah, the benefit of experience.
I think Erica and Abby's firepower has shown up a lot in this.
Yep.
Have turned that up a little bit more, knowing they're playing a
So
steady team.
Game point here, return to the back baseline, and no.
That's the Erica lob we were talking
Yep.
about, although she left that one a little short, too, and maybe.
That was a C+ lob,
Yes.
but it somehow worked.
So they take game 1. We got 3 matches that have already finished game 1.
A timeout on court 5 there.
So our 11 seed, Dykman and Weichel, get the first point. It's always nice, I think, to get the first point after you lose game 1.
Oh.
Fine dinking we have going on
Yeah.
here. No, I
That's a jinx.
jinxed it. I can't wait for you to get your first one.
Nope, I'm not going to do it.
It's bound to happen.
Keep my mouth shut. Not going to jinx anybody.
Love the
You know, Abby hasn't missed a serve yet. Did you know that?
Oh, she hasn't, has she?
It'd be a shame if she did.
If she does here right now, we must clip this. For
No, do not. Yeah, a little context. Abby, if you've been noticing, she's bouncing her serve. Oh.
She's doing the drop serve.
Yeah. A little case of the yips for the last month or so.
But
we'll see it here.
But that's a smart change. I think.
Adapt and overcome.
Yeah,
of course. And she actually can get it pretty deep. Like it's a decent serve.
Yeah, it's a good serve. Serve yips, a very real thing. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Another lob.
Let's check in on court 5. It's 9-7. There's been some very entertaining points here.
Yeah. Crystal serving.
It's a tough team to lob there.
Yep.
Two former basketball players. They do a great job when the ball's up high in the air. And you saw there from Catherine's dinking to set that up. Their pickleball skill level and IQ has just gone way up.
They're not a one-trick pony.
No, we used to say scrappy as in like they would just kind of athletic their way to points.
Right.
That's not just the case anymore.
So we have a second game point here, correct?
Correct.
On
This
2.
is 10,
Here we
7,
go.
2.
Beautiful lob.
Great lob. Nancy tracks that down.
Yeah.
Oh, just some great points.
Great
here, though.
point.
Yep. So this is Sherry Sanford playing with Nancy Henderson, and she hits a really wicked backhand.
Oh. Yeah, if she gets one off the bounce, she can go cross court, down the line, middle, and you won't know what's happening until it's too late. Same with Nancy, obviously.
I forget, what is that paddle, that oval paddle that Sherry plays with? Is that a Pro Connect?
Pro Connect, yeah.
one of the old-
Yeah, it's a Goodfield tennis elbow, right?
It's supposed to be, yeah. And I believe Sherry played, yes, she played college tennis as well at Ferris State. Also played softball and volleyball. Make sure that one hit the net and
All right. They
dropped
earned
short,
themselves
so
a couple more
two
game
more-
points
two
here.
more looks at game point for our 10 seed.
It's not coming back.
Yep, there's that tennis and volleyball, softball background all in one. And none of the elbow pain. Our 7 seed saves another
yeah.
2. Yep, Nancy had a good look at an overhead there. Just kind of pushed it back, kept the point going. Didn't overhit it, and they lived to fight another day. Another really good lob
Another
by
great
Bristol.
lob.
I don't
That
know if
ball
that
goes
one,
long?
Yes, I didn't know if it clipped Catherine on the way. It did not.
They
so
earned themselves
two
two more
more.
chances.
2 more. Oh, and they
Oh,
what a
lob
lob
winner.
from Catherine Bruninger to close that one off 11-8. That was a battle of a first game. though.
Yeah. I think we're in for another 1 or 2 more games like that.
That one would not surprise me at all if we saw 3 there. And on court 2, we are at 10-1 as Henderson and Kildo look to just close this out and not have a game 3. And they do. So after a competitive first game, the 5 seed rolls on. And, yeah, who do they have next?
So Julia and Melissa now have Monica and Allison.
Yep, Monica Wynn and Allison Worthy. They
Yep.
have both played in several of these premier nights. So that will be
That's
a
going to be
very
very
good
intriguing.
match.
Yes. Monica and Allison are new time partners as well. First time.
I think they'll play well together.
They will, yeah. Allison, super steady, counters really hard, and Monica just kind of does everything, you know,
Yeah.
out there. Championship court, Abby and Erica up 4-1 and serving.
And we will also, with Sophie not here tonight, we have Lori Mann, who was my co-host, filled in for Tori on one of the recent premiere nights. She will be handling our on-court interviews. And so we will go down to her very shortly with some of our winners.
We have Erica stacking on the left. I think that is their preferred formation.
All right, Lori's got our first interview queued up and ready to go, so let's go down to her.
All right, I'm standing here with Julia and Melissa. Great win on the first game. Way to come out strong. How did you feel about your play for the first game?
Melissa and I actually played last weekend in an event together, so I think we were prepared to play together again, and we came out like we did last weekend, and yeah.
Excellent. Melissa, you have some great drives, a really strong player. How did you feel about this game, and what are you thinking about the next step?
I thought we did really well together. We definitely meshed. Our styles really complemented each other, so I'm very excited for the next game.
All right, excellent. Congratulations and good luck on your next game. Thank you. And back up to the booth.
Thank you.
Lori is now on the court ready to interview Tori, and so I know a lot of our viewers can't go a Thursday night without hearing her voice, so let's throw it down to our rhyming pair of Lori and Tori.
All right, Tori. Well, how does it feel to be down on the floor instead of in the booth?
A little disappointed. I think we could have done a little bit closer game, but I'm excited to play. I'm very happy to be here.
Well, you guys played a great game. They're a tough team. They're very strong, and they played really well together tonight. But you guys played great. I saw some fantastic shots, some really strong play. So are you looking forward to the next game here?
Yeah, we're going to get that dub. We're going to close it out with all W's.
All right, now I just want to know one more time. Everybody's been looking for your voice down here, up there, and you're not there. So how does it feel one more time to be down on the floor?
I'm very excited, very happy, excited to get some W's tonight.
All right, go for it. Good luck.
Thank you, Lori. During that time, we did have championship court finished up. Benting and Verkijk took that one 11-1. So they will move on, and they will see
Kristen Reinhardt and Downey Fernberg,
our 1 seed.
Yes.
In a very tough team. So that'll be a good match as well, because Abby and Erica played extremely well that first match. We also have a couple of tighter matches going on here. Our 11 seed playing a lot better, I think, in game 2. Down 7-6 right now.
Yeah, I think they're settling in. See if they can steal game 2 and make it interesting.
Oh, sneaky shot there from Nikki Walter. Lori is now ready and standing by with Erica Benting and Abby Verkijk.
No, I hate talking.
So let's go down and see what they have to say.
Just do the play-by-play.
All right, I'm down here with Erica Benting and Abby Verkijk. They had just finished their first round, played tremendously well. And I'd like to ask Abby, how did she feel about this game today?
Felt good. We came in a little nervous. Our warm-up wasn't a little rough, and we just kind of like hit our stride. Super fun playing with Erica. We went out there lobbing, and it worked. So, yeah, feeling good about it.
All right, Erica, you are kind of the queen of that lob. You have such great control. Saw a lot of them landing just about on the line. It was great tactic, good strategy. What do you think about your next game you're going to be playing? And do you have any specific strategy set up for that?
I haven't really thought about it yet, but Kristen and Downey are so strong, and they just know each other's games, which is so fun. And so we're just going to have to play our best and do our thing and see what works for them.
All right, good luck. I think it's going to be a great match.
Thank you.
Up to the booth.
Thank you, Lori. Scott, you want to give your Borat impression one more run here since you have an opportunity? The winner of that match was Erica Benting and
my wife.
There you go. We got 2 of them out.
That's it.
That's it. All right, we're done.
Here's my quota. Yeah, they played great, and they're going to be in for a big challenge here with Kristen and Downey. It looks like Court 3's got a match point
Match
here
point
with our sandbagging senior citizen.
Yeah.
And they did it.
They did it. They are so very solid.
Yes.
We didn't have stat tracking on that court, but I would bet not a lot of errors from our 6th seed there. And on court 5, Nancy Henderson, Sherry Sanford looking to push this to a game 3, and they're off to a good start in that cause. That ball just deep.
Yeah, so far none of our first round matches going to 3. Potential here on court 5. Catherine with a good reset there.
Yep.
They're going to make a lot of balls.
So they are trying to not be the only ones to go to 3. That's a great shot from Nancy Henderson. We give her the 8. Did she go technically around the post on that? I couldn't tell.
No.
Over the net.
I'm not going to give it to her.
Not going to give it to her.
Over the post. OTP.
OTP. Just as good if you win the point. They count the same.
Yeah. Nice setup by Nancy. She's got the smoothest two-hand backhand volley that I've seen. And she'll take it off the bounce and create disgusting angles when she's at the kitchen line. So keep a lookout for that.
Yep.
It's you can know it's coming, and she'll hit the shot, and it'll still beat you.
And if this is your first time watching, it's Nancy Henderson. She plays senior pro. Oh, that was a great shot by Sanford, and then Crystal was able to get to. And then another.
Just making balls.
Yep.
Scrambling.
The 10 seed, their lobs have been very, very on tonight so far. Big rip from Nancy down the middle to get them to 7-5. As their quest for a game 3 continues.
Oh,
I mean, Crystal just ticked that with the top of her paddle, right? Just nicked it.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. And we don't have a live dump button, so everything we say stays in the air.
The tip of the paddle?
Tip of the paddle.
Yeah.
Yep, tip of the paddle. Nothing else implied. It's at 9-5 now.
Timeout.
It's a good timeout.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, everybody, a lot of the players here tonight have come from backgrounds of other sports, and a lot of them were high-level athletes. So you could say this about any of them, but I think also having played high-level college basketball, you never see Catherine and Crystal rattled.
Yeah.
I've seen them come back in situations. I've seen them, and last time they played in this, they lost. I think they lost the first and won the second, right?
Correct, yeah.
They went down big in the first game and then came back and won the second. I think they'll take a timeout and recenter themselves and play well
I think
here.
you're right. I mean, tennis, volleyball, it doesn't matter what it is. If you are adept at handling pressure, making your shots in certain situations, it's going to come through in all sports. So that background's going to come through.
There's a certain something in your mind that you can unlock, right?
For sure.
Yeah. That's a late jinx for me on the lobs.
The
but I
lob,
did say
yeah.
That's the first one I think that she's missed tonight.
We'll count that as 2 for you, 0 for me.
Yeah, I didn't know we were keeping stats on that, but I will be racking those up. If you have a fantasy announcer jinx team, draft me immediately.
game point here for Nancy and Cher.
So that is, they saved that and they get the serve
saved it,
back.
yep.
Yep. So they're going to go back to their stack.
Crystal on the left.
Yep. One down. So 6-10. This is Bruninger and Strickland serving.
Yeah, when your opponent's at 10, you just want them to start thinking about it, you know? 1 or 2 points will do it.
And every
they
little
start
point.
thinking about it.
Yeah. Although you have, on the other side, two players who have played a lot of pickleball. And so it's going to be a hard team to rattle also.
Yes.
And 2 players who trust their shots a lot, too. And we have another on-court interview ready to go, so we're going to send it down to Lori. We will, I think, keep it here as well for some of this match.
Ready?
Okay, I'm here with Nikki Walter and Sue Powers. I would say the seniors tonight, but I will tell you, seniors rule. A lot of great experience with these two and play together. They play together quite a bit. How did you feel after your first match?
Well, it felt great. It felt great. I thought we played well together, and I think that ability to know what each other's going to do makes all the difference.
I agree, you guys really gel. Sue, you have some great touch and slice, and Nikki, your power is amazing. How did you feel after that game?
I felt relieved, very relieved, because I wasn't sure what to expect, but I felt it was great. Sue plays really well, so it's easy to play with her. So.
Well, I think you guys had a great match, and I'm looking forward to continue to watch you play using that great experience and take it to them. Good luck on your next match.
Thank you, Lori.
Yep, great job. Up to the booth.
Thank you, Lori, and congrats to Sue and Nikki. Who do they have next?
Let me tell you, Alan.
Well,
They
the only
have
team
Jessica
that's left.
Samiri and Monica Lemons.
That is a very good team. They've played
Another
together.
interesting matchup, yeah.
Yep. Jessica is our other Indiana native. And
High-level tennis player, tennis coach currently.
And
yeah, we also scouted them a little bit for a 30-second scouting session. Seems
that's all we need sometimes.
Yeah, I can tell.
I've actually played against both of them, so
Okay.
I have some background in that. Jessica can really hit the ball. I think that tennis background helps her. Very powerful, good hands. And Monica is a consummate pickleball player. Very good dinker. Great third shot drop. She actually says her favorite shot is her third shot drop right here. They're both from Indiana, actually. I did not know Monica was also from Indiana, so sorry, Monica, that I've been shorting you on your native state. We have a couple of our second round matches going now. Up there on court 2 on the right-hand side. That is Julia Henderson and Melissa Kildo, who you saw win in their first round match, playing against Monica Wynn and Allison Worthy at the bottom of the screen. They're our 4 seed. This is their first match. They had a bye. And then we've seen some of the teams who have the bye have some tough matches because of that. The other team has just come off of playing a match and
I
come in cold.
don't necessarily love having a bye. You don't want to come in cold.
And now they all had a chance to warm up and play some rec matches before, but then they had to sit. And so you see that reflected here in this quick 4-0 lead for Henderson and Kildo. We're also going now on championship court, our 1 seed. Let's introduce some of the players that haven't met yet. On championship court in the white, that is Downey Fernberg, has done very well in several of these premier nights, and Kristen Reinhardt, who has also done well. In these 2 high-level players, Downey, one of the highest dupers among women in the entire state.
Yeah, they're kind of consummate, like Batman Robin type partnership. Downey hits the ball as hard as anybody I've played against, and Kristen is just an excellent decision maker. Always makes the right shots. We're going to see very few unforced errors, and I think that's kind of like the partnership you're looking for: a setup person, and then somebody who's going to put the ball away.
Yeah, in mix, Kristen's resets and her drops.
Oh,
were
yeah.
excellent the last time she played. It's 1-1. I do expect that to be a competitive match. It being a 1 and an 8 seed, they're not necessarily close in seedings, but 4 very experienced players, and you can see there Abby's bringing the power early on.
Yeah, and so like the way that Dan does the seedings, I understand is a little subjective. Is a mixture of duper ratings and then past performance, correct? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I said Dan. I meant the TPN commissioner,
Scott McAllister.
Yeah,
who is also our executive producer on this broadcast.
Of course.
So he does the seedings, and I do think you reach. It's the commission. It's an unknown, unnamed commissioner.
Yes.
So there's some pickleball Illuminati that we'll never know. Some Stonecutters Club.
No, it's Big Pickle.
Big
Pickle's got their hands.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, they got their hands in the TPN, man.
Yeah. They also, I think they put something on the balls that makes you more addicted to the game. Too. That's what's happening. Our water is spiked, and we're all just pickleball zombies.
Big Pickle will get you.
Big Pickle.
Well, I do appreciate they put a lot of, like, the seating is not done willy-nilly. They're thinking about it, and they do a really good job. It's different age groups. It's difficult, but they do a great job. And just amazing point on championship point.
He says, "Hey, I can hit the ball hard too. I'm not just a reset person."
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah. I think
that's not really jinx, though, right?
Not a jinx. No. That's motivation. That's announcer motivation. That's a good thing. Down on court 3, the bye not hurting the 3 seeds, Sumerian Lemons.
Yeah,
so
4-0.
4-0 on Sue Powers and Nikki Walter. Downey with the slice on championship court. Produces a short ball, and they get the serve back. Down 2-3. But once again, this is Thursday premiere night at All In Pickleball Gym. This is women's doubles, and I saw somebody post the regional duper rankings this week. A lot of women from this area and from Michigan as well, and I think it's great that you can see super high level play in the state, and now we're getting some surrounding states coming in and doing this as well. We have a crowd forming here. It's still not too late if you want to get down here. We're only it's only the second round, so we've got semis and a final yet if you want to come down. I believe there's
hot
concessions.
dogs.
Yeah, I can smell the hot dogs.
Yep.
They've yet to offer a vegan hot dog option for myself, but we'll work on it. Maybe Big Pickle will hear me on that. And so 5-0 down on court 3 for Sumerian Lemons. And if you have a chance to watch them, as I complimented Monica's dinking, and she is not letting me down with the jinx so far. She's very solid.
Yep. It's a reverse jinx.
Reverse? Yeah. The motivation.
She hit a dink winner.
That's one out of 1,000. That might be my first reverse jinx of the entire premiere night season. Down on court 5, our one match that's still in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
We're still only at 4-3. It's such a battle. And
Sherry ripping a two-handed volley.
Yep, that is her. That is one of her best shots. I think that is her best shot, her
Yeah.
two-handed backhand. Really nice setup there. Catherine hit a great drop. Crystal forces a high ball that Catherine's then able to step over and put away, and they're up 5-3. This is an upset that you kind of called, or 10-7, or at least you said you had an eye on it.
I got an eye on it, yeah. I mean,
well, we both knew they were going to be a tough out.
Yes.
For sure.
It's not like the
on championship court, Kristen Reinhardt just hit another amazing angle.
Yes.
That's two of them back to back, so she's got that shot down.
Yeah, she stopped me mid-sentence with an Ernie. Yeah, Crystal and Catherine are like, it's not like you don't want to see them on your side of the bracket. They're gonna be like they're gonna make all the balls. It's gonna be tough.
They're gonna wear you out.
Yeah,
too. You're gonna win or lose. You're gonna be tired.
Yes.
Play a lot of points. Takes a lot of balls to win the point, and we're seeing that. And on court 2, which Scott, you're new to the broadcast, but court 2 is usually our chaos court.
Oh.
That's usually the one where, like, court 5 is taking that mantle tonight, but normally it's court 2, and they have a very tight match there, which we thought that one would be.
Oh yeah, this one's gonna be great. I cannot pick a winner on that one.
And again,
It's
if you want the individual stream, if you want to only watch each of these courts, there are individual streams for court 2, 3, and 5, and court 4 too. Actually, if you want to watch what is points draw, the teams that lose in the main bracket still play each other, so you can watch those streams.
We're seeing Downey and Kristen off to a nice lead here in game 1.
After being down 3-1, I believe they've rattled off 7 points in a row.
There's a jinx.
Yep, there it is.
No, it's a half a jinx.
Yeah. It wasn't on a specific shot, but yeah.
Downey hasn't missed a dink in a while. Erica stacking left again.
Abby served through your attempted jinx.
Oh yeah.
So
that was a reverse jinx. I knew it wasn't going to work.
It takes some real mental toughness to fight through a husband broadcaster jinx.
Downey with one of the most powerful one-handed backhands you'll see on the women's side.
Yes.
I mean,
really,
it's harder than my forehand.
Yes, it's very hard.
Somebody who will rival that we'll probably see later is Monica Wynn, who snaps a one-handed backhand as well as Downey. But you don't. I mean, the women you have coming up in this scene, like Leah and Tia, right?
Yep.
Both two-handers.
Uh-huh.
Any of the newcomers I've seen on the pro scene, it's a two-hander. But Downey's got that one-hander, and Monica does too, and man, it works.
And it's not just she can do it from anywhere. It's not just over her head like that one.
Yeah.
She defends very well with it.
Yep.
And she can drive with it.
And it's on you in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Court 5, Chaos Court.
Court 5 is the new Chaos Court.
So neck and neck. It looks like there's a timeout.
Took a timeout. I'm sure they're both teams are needing water breaks.
Yeah.
I need a water break just watching it.
Yep. Court 3, we have our Indiana natives rolling here.
Yes, they are playing very well. There's that Jessica Samari power I was talking about. She finishes that one down the middle. There's a big winner from Kristen Reinhardt on championship court. As you mentioned, Downey hits the ball really hard, but Kristen has turned up the offense in this first game too, and that's going to be really tough.
Yeah.
If they are both clicking like that. Yeah, let's go to, well, we were going to go to championship court, but they just finished off, so it's 11-4. Our 1 seed holds and wins 11-4.
We have really tight matches here. Court 2 and 5 are both really close.
That's court 2 is going to just be that's going to be a battle for as long as it lasts. Just some really good play there. And we now have, I believe, a 3-point lead on court 5 for our 7th seed. Henderson and Sanford stretching the lead a little bit.
Sherry
Big rip.
ripping
Yep.
it to you. Yeah, we want to go to court 5 and see if they can finish this off here on their serve.
Yeah, let's go to that. That's the last first round match, and they are now on match point.
Yeah, missed return, so there's match point.
And that was okay. That
They
was
saved
server
it.
2,
Yeah.
so they did save it. 5-10, and then we know that they can string together some points. Couple of really strong shots there by Crystal Strickland. Gets them to 6-10. They're still on server 1.
And that's a jinx.
That is a little bit of a. I'll count that as a half jinx too.
2.5. Great angle, Nancy.
Oh, she got that back. That's a point right there. That's exactly what we said Bruninger and Strickland will do.
Yeah.
Just make you hit a lot of extra balls.
Yep. Now 7-10 on second server.
Yeah. 8-10. And we now have the split screen on court 2. Still a battle. 9-8. Win and Worthy are up. So there's the side out, and 7 seed Henderson and Sanford will get another look at closing out what has been a grind of a match.
Just wide.
Just wide, yep. What a match, though.
What a fight. Yeah, they did great.
That's twice now. Crystal and Catherine probably don't want me to say this. That's twice they've lost in the first round, and just complete back and forth battles. They played so well both times.
Really impressive showing. Just a little short.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do on the tournament scene this year.
Yes, yeah.
Lori is standing by now very quickly with our winners, Nancy Henderson and Sherry Sanford.
I'm here with Nancy and Sherry. Wow, that was a real dogfight. You guys played great and played really hard. I saw more balls dug out of the ground with you two. I cannot believe it. They gave you a real fight. How did you feel about this game?
Oh, they were amazing. I knew going into it that their defense was unbelievable, that we had to, we started off the first game and we were hitting the ball too hard, driving it at them. And then the second game, we slowed it down a little bit, and that's what helped. But their defense is out of this world. It's just amazing. It's tough to get a point off of them.
Yeah, they are incredibly competitive gals, and they never say die, but I'll say neither do you. So that was really fantastic. Sherry, your backhand is just amazing, and so many great shots, but when you guys started to control the ball, that was really a turning point. How did you feel about the way you played this match?
I think I personally played a little bit up and down. Thankfully, Nancy was very supportive and helped me when I was not playing my best, so thanks to you, Nancy.
Sherry's defense at the end really saved us. So, yeah.
It was a fun match, very fun match, yeah.
Yeah, you guys really complement each other so well, and like you said, that's what team is all about. When one person's not hot, the other one is, and you just pull each other up, and you really did. So great match, and good luck in your next match. Thank you. Yep.
Thank you, Lori. Congrats to Nancy Henderson and Sherry Sanford. They will play next. The two that you see warming up on court 5, Leah Tauber, Tia Mukherjee, both played extremely well in mixed. It's going to be an interesting match.
Yeah, in court 2, we saw Monica Wynn and Allison Worthy squeeze out the first game.
Yep. After initially going down in that match, I think they were down 4 or 5-0 coming off of the break. So, as always, we are joined tonight by our stats crew. Jeff Howlett not here tonight. We have Pat O'Connell, though, our mainstay, and he's joined by John Frizzo, happens to be our GRPC president. So let's send it down for our stats and maybe a little State of the Union from the president.
Yeah, thanks, Alan. Pat here, and yeah, we're engaged in round 2 match here between Abby Verkuyk, Erica Benting, Downey Fernberg, and oh gosh,
Kristen Reinhardt.
Kristen Reinhardt. It's one of my favorite players.
As you can tell.
Yeah, it's been a long day. Anyways, yeah, Fernberg and Reinhardt are bringing it here. They cleaned up in game 1, played really solid, you know, and Abby and Erica were bringing out all their tricks and everything and played great, but, you know, Downey and Kristen just came out on top. So, yeah, what are you seeing here, John?
Yeah, I agree. Downey and Kristen are really, I think the pace has really changed from, you know, Benting and Verkuyk's first match. So it's been a big change that way.
Big serve there from Downey. She's got one of the biggest serves in this, probably the biggest serve in this field.
Yep, we're going to send it back to Alan and Scott here.
All right, thanks, guys. We will check in with them from time to time on the stats, so stay tuned for that. Oh, nearly reset there by Abby, but couldn't quite do that. So 7-2, Reinhardt and Fernberg are up. Take a timeout there.
Yeah, let's tight game 2 on court 3 here.
Yes.
The only active game.
Powers and Walter have come out after losing 11-1, have come out,
yeah,
settled down, and gotten off to an early lead here. And I think just deep.
There's that tennis forehand.
There's that tennis forehand. I would not recommend going to that much more. That one worked out, but I had a feeling that Sue and Nikki would play better in game 2, though. This is a tough team. Our 3 seed is a really tough team that's played together quite a bit. Although the 6 seed, they have partnered for quite a few.
Yeah, as long as I've been around,
yeah,
I see their name together. The Senior Pro Tour, the 5-0 women's brackets. And they usually do just fine. Oh, beautiful.
What an angle.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That is Jessica Samari with that really nice cross-court dink. So we have a repeat on court 2 where the 6 seed, Henderson and Kildo, are off to a 5-0 lead. Wynn and Worthy were able to come back last time from that deficit. So see if they can do it again. That's chaos court. That's the kind of thing that happens.
Things are about to get weird.
Things are about to get weird. I hope so.
That'd be fun.
I don't want your only experience on broadcasting TPN for court 2 to not live up to its billing. So So on court 3, Sumerian Lemons are now up 7-5. I think they got the ball back down.
Yeah, that was quick.
By quite a bit. Tell you what, we don't know who's going to be in the semis yet, but I would urge everybody to stick around because whoever gets there, those matches are going to be really, really fun.
They will, yeah.
Really strong field of players here. Another just a really strong shot there. That was Monica Lemons this time. Was able to reset that, hit a nice cross-court forehand dink.
What do you think about the court 5 match coming up?
I think that, well, so for one thing, the 7 seed, Nancy and Sherry, are taking a nice lengthy break here, which I think we knew that they probably needed after the really grueling first match. So I think it just depends on what they've got in the tank. We haven't seen the two, Tauber and Mukherjee, we haven't seen them play women's together, but individually they're really strong players. I expect the 2 seed to be really, really tough in that one. They could win this, I think. Well, I know I'm not saying much because they're the 2 seed, but they would be. I would like my odds on them. They're going to be tough.
Yeah, I've only caught them on Livestream, but I anticipate them being a really tough out all the way through.
It'll be fun. You
probably a crash course with Downey and Kristen if things go as planned.
You would think so. Although that will be a fun match because you have that's youth against experience there.
Exactly. Yeah. Both Leah and Tia newer, right?
On the newer side, Leah's played more pickleball than I thought. Last time I thought she was newer, but then when I use the term you used, duper stalked her, she had a lot more results in there and going back to 2022. So she's played.
She did not appear to be a new player. She was making all the right decisions, extremely advanced shots.
That's why I had to look it up because I was going like, this person
cannot be
play like a new player.
No way.
Yes.
So Abby and Erica bridging the gap a little bit on championship court, 4-7. They have the serve.
It's a half jinx.
Half jinx.
Yeah. Although they're on 2, so they can bridge further. There you go. You didn't completely lose it for them. They won the next point. So 5-7. So they are clawing their way back into it. And our 6 seed on the right side of your screen also has a chance here to, well, I jinxed them even before I could get the sentence out of my mouth.
That's 3.5.
That's 3.
Now 6-7 on championship court. Oh, I did it again.
You did it again.
It's a half.
I don't know what to talk about anymore. Is there anything we want to jinx? What are we not happy with that we can jinx?
No one's brought me a hot dog in a while.
Yeah. You know what would be? Oh man, can we jinx the weather to stay the way it is?
Yeah. Belknap is probably packed to the gills tonight.
Yeah. It was last night. I was there.
Okay.
It was great. It's good to see. Honestly, it can be a little bit annoying if you're used to having Belknap alt, and not having to wait for a court. But it's really cool to see people getting out and playing and finding their way to this game.
Looks like there's match point on court 3 here.
Yes. Sumerian Lemons are on the verge.
2 net cords. So Jessica's got amazing two-hand
her dink
roll there on the back side, on the backhand side.
And I think she used to be a little bit more forehand heavy, but that's now she's playing that well on both
just
wings.
Watching a part of the match, I've seen 2 or 3 of those that are sharp. Nancy Henderson-esque.
Super impressive performance from our 3 seed because that's, as we said, don't let the 6 seed fool you with their initial comments. That's a really, really good team.
It is.
And Sumerian Lemons won that in extremely impressive fashion. So if you want to continue to follow Sue and Nikki, you can see their next matches as well. And Lori is right on top of it tonight. She already has Monica Lemons and Jessica Samari, so we'll have her take it away on the interview.
All right, Monica and Jessica, what a great match. For your first time here, you guys are shining. How did that first match feel to you?
It felt great.
All right. Did you have any specific strategy to start off with tonight?
Yeah, we just wanted to go in playing smart because sometimes we can get ahead of ourselves and not make the smartest shots. So we just said play smart, ease into the game, and just make good shots to start the match.
All right, you guys were solid. Congratulations on your first win here at Thursday premiere night. We're so glad that you're here, and good luck at the rest of your games. You're welcome. And back to the booth.
We're now started off on court 5, and our 2 seed Talbert Mukherjee off to a 3-0 lead. So the weight did not hurt them, as it seems so far. Oh, that's slightly. It's like a quarter of a jinx.
And on championship court, it's
7-7.
Yeah. They just had a timeout on Downey and Kristen's side, and Downey catches Erica there.
And yep,
I believe they have 8.
Back over.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they've taken the lead
7-8
after quite a deficit. So promising development here.
Yeah, maybe let's give some spotlight to championship courts. This is the championship court stream, and got a nice tight match and a comeback brewing there. It's 8-8 after that hands battle. Championship.
Abby with a beautiful inside out sets it up and dumps it into the net.
Yeah, she said it's right there for you.
It was right there.
But don't let the same point beat you twice. Come back. It's 9-8 as they're trying to hold off our 1 seed and force a game 3. But that Downey forehand is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, when you got Downey on the other side, you're thinking about your returns, because if they're not deep enough, they're going to be coming back in a drive, and you're going to be trying to make your way up, and it's not great.
So in court 2, the Chaos Court, it was Henderson and Kildo had a big lead. Windenworthy caught up a little bit. But Henderson and Kildo now extended that lead to 8-5, so they are 3 points away from forcing a game 3. Big power there from Julia Henderson, which gives them the serve back.
Julia Henderson, which I learned something new today, a college hockey player.
Yeah, at Central Michigan.
Yeah, is she giving you AJ Kohler vibes at all?
Maybe only with the hockey background. Game-wise, I don't know if I see a ton of similarity there.
I have not seen her crab walk at all.
No.
But, so match point here, championship court.
Those are
fought off.
Yes, fought off indeed. A couple of big attacks coming at Erica Benting, and she did fight those off. They stay alive. And they fight off a second one. They will get the ball back at 8-10. That's a really good hold. Good timeout.
Yeah, good showing by them here. They started off, I think, down 2-7. Fought back to make it 8-8, and now they have a chance to do some damage here on this side out.
And we are at 10 on court 2 as well.
Just wide.
Yeah. It was that Downey one-handed backhand that started that. Erica defended it, but they couldn't get the next one back. Nice shot by Verkijk there. Gives them this is the important one, right? This is the important point here.
Yeah. Give yourself some breathing room in case it doesn't happen. Beautiful.
Yes, great point all around there, but Erica had a really good reset in the middle of that helped her get to the point where she could come up and end that point. And it's 10-10. And we have a game point on court 2, so we're going to split screen you here. Oh, what a
Downey with a baby overhead
yes,
into the net.
It, but what a shot by Erica to get that
Oh,
one
yeah.
back.
The defense on that side has been excellent.
We missed on the other side of that. Monica ran down a lob impressively. That was it on court 2, so they're going to go to game 3.
Just missed game point there, so Downey and Kristen get their turn and tie it up at 11.
Yep.
Just
Some
scrapping.
great defense
Just
once
scrapping
again.
and then Downey wide. Each Erica and Abby had amazing gets.
They did that point. Looked like it could have ended several times.
Yes.
They are scrapping it. They're doing a great job, too, on their switches. I mean, this is a tough team to switch against because both Kristen and Downey can fire it at you and catch you in the movement, but they've done a really good job of handling that initial drive.
See if they try to unwind it again. They stay put. Oh. Very close there on the baseline. Looks like it's out. And it's match point now.
That is a tough serve. Downey went big for it, and that's a 13-11 in a really great match. Great second game there on both sides with Benting and Verkuyk, with a great comeback that falls just short, and our 1 seed moves on.
In court 5, we have a game point.
We do, 10-2.
Leah and Tia, the only rhyming partners
we
have tonight.
So that's Leah in the brown and Tia in the white and black.
Net cord gets them.
And that's Sherry with the net cord.
Alan, you find yourself a Callan, you could be in the same category.
If there's a Callan out there, drop it in the comments, and I'll play.
Yep.
And you need a...
It's not that. It's not there. No.
Yeah, you
Okay,
you
I'm
don't have
on championship court with Downey and Kristen whenever you're ready.
it. Right. Lori is standing by with Downey and Kristen, so we'll go down to her.
All right, Downey and Kristen. Wow. That was a great match. You guys handled the first one quite well, but boy, did they fight back the second game. And but you held them off. It was beautifully played. Downey, you're very consistent. How did you feel about your play for this first match?
I think I'm still cold a little bit, but this was a great first game, so I'm gonna ready for the next one so I can move better. And then I did too much. I should have just put away in the middle. I mean, my partners keep saying, just put in the middle. We don't have to create any angle shot, anything. And then I'm learning from her, and we're talking, so.
Excellent. And Kristen is, in my opinion, a great person to learn from. She's so solid. She's a reset queen. She plays the whole game, and you can tell she's very comfortable out there. And Kristen, what do you think about your play for the first match?
Yeah, I think that Donnie said we played the first game, well, did what we wanted to. We got up to a good start in game 2, and I think honestly we just kind of got too comfortable, and we took the, pedal off the metal, I guess you would say, gas off the but anyways, but credit Erica and Abby, they played great, and you knew they're great players. They're good friends of ours as well, so you knew they were going to battle back. And somehow Downey and I were able to find a way to pull it off, and, so some more good pickleball coming up, and we'll be better. We'll be better.
All right, solid match. Congratulations on your first win for tonight, and good luck for the rest of your matches. Back to the booth.
Thank you, Lori. We look forward to seeing Kristen and Downey in their next match. They will play the winner of the
Julia and Melissa.
This one right here.
Yes, exactly. Which is going to be a barn burner, it looks like.
2-2 in game 3. You said you've played on court with all 4 players here, correct?
I have, yeah.
Allison.
Yeah, Allison Worthy, wife of Kyle Worthy, who's an excellent player himself, and she is, unassuming in her style, but fierce counters, very consistent. Monica is more, will probably play to the left and do a little bit more, and on the other side, both Melissa and Julia can do lots of different things over there. Melissa, if she has a forehand, she's going to rip it, and Julia maybe more so backhand, or the two-handed backhand is a laser beam. Also very consistent.
I think Julia's game has accelerated a lot in the last couple of years. She's always a good player, but I think she's played some pro events and played at a high level.
She has a lot of really high level wins on her resume for sure.
And Monica also, talk about somebody who's shown a lot of improvement in the last 2 years. She has, I think, just her game has accelerated a ton, even in the last year.
Yeah, the sky is the limit for her, honestly. She's in the last year and a half, the type of player she's become is extremely impressive. Defense, offense, athleticism, it's all there.
So I'm looking at Julia's duper. She's a 4.996, which happens
almost
to be
made it.
Which happens to be exactly one minus.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm down to the 3 decimals. We are exactly the same duper, but she has she played minor league in the minor league national championships. Was the last tournament that she played in. Looks like.
I also believe she's employed by Duper.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Just talk to your boss. Give me that 0.004 more.
Or maybe she wants
Get
that.
me to 5-0. No?
Maybe she wants it. Maybe she wants to stay there.
There's something about being a 5-0.
You round up. You can say
yeah.
She's a 5-0. Her game speaks to that. She's a 5-0. No matter what that third decimal says. She did play in Cincinnati in September in the pro qualifier, the PPA points draw as well. So yeah, played a lot of high level pickleball in the last year. Played in some APP events in the summer too. I believe I saw her on one of the APP streams.
Yeah, did well in Beer City, I believe, at the 5-0 women's bracket.
Did very well in Beer City. So let's see what happens in the second game. The 2-seed rolled in the first one, but we said Nancy and Sherry are very experienced players. I would think they will make this one a closer match.
Yeah, definitely capable of making some adjustments.
But Leah and Tia, our 2-seed here at the bottom of the screen, they will be. I mean, you can make adjustments, but they have all the shots. They have, and we did not see a lot of that from Leah in mixed, that forehand drive, but clearly she's got it in her arsenal.
Yeah, we see them stacking on the left. Leah likes to poach. We heard that.
Yes.
So we can see her maybe asserting herself a little bit more.
Yep. And Tia's got a really good two-handed backhand.
Yes. So she can sit on the right side, and if she gets a ball at her, she's sitting with that two-hander, And yeah, they're gonna be really tough.
They're going to be around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not just
And,
tonight, but in general.
Yeah, and in the bios we ask, how much do you drill? And usually it's a 0 or 1 or 2. And Leah said 6.
And that shows
which
up.
is
Yes. Yeah.
that is a lot of drilling, and
Yes.
that's that's going to show. And also like goals for the 2024, she said to play some PPA professional draws.
Which I believe.
So she's got some
high goals.
She's got some and the ability to back it up, it looks like.
No doubt. And I could see her and Tia being a partnership that can make that happen.
Yep.
We're told from her tennis background, she went to Bobby Riggs in San Diego.
Yeah.
Pickleball only there.
Home of Callan Dawson. That could be your new partner.
That's
Callan.
Callan Dawson. If you are listening,
you want a rhymer?
If you're listening and you want a rhyming partnership, I'm available.
You both had the ping pong grip for a while?
Yes, we did.
Match made in heaven.
I've gone away from that now, but I can go back to it.
Reformed.
For the sake of
rhymer.
For the sake of rhyming, I will put my finger back on the paddle.
Yeah, and Leah's background is volleyball, correct?
Volleyball, yes. And Tia's is tennis. She played tennis at Michigan State.
So besides tennis, what would you say? Like, what sport shows up the most in pickleball in terms of like translating to success?
On the women's side, I hear a lot of volleyball.
I do too.
I think that matters. Like especially Leah played beach, so it's 2-on-2. I think some of the court coverage is the same.
Mhm.
Some of the ability to dig out balls that are being spiked at you is the same. And so I think that
the wrist action, the wrist action on attacking balls is similar.
So in the rest of this, I know Stephanie, played volleyball, and I've heard volleyball come up other times as well. And in softball, I hear.
Yep. Also, a lot of soccer. The footwork is so key. Like Annalie Waters, super high level
Monica
soccer,
soccer, and she was also a dancer, so that helps the footwork.
Footwork is everything, yeah.
So if you want to, there's occasionally a football player will take some ballroom dancing to help his footwork. If you're a pickleball player looking to raise your game, maybe you got, sounds like a good Scott and Abby date night. A little ballroom dancing lesson to help your pickleball footwork.
I'll put that in the hopper.
Okay. You can thank me later.
Tia and Leah dictating the point here.
Yep. And you saw a little bit of that volleyball. She had a spike over into the corner that Nancy got back, but they get the side out.
Yeah, Nancy and Sherry are just gonna have to play super clean.
Yes,
they're. It's an uphill battle for them, and they can do it, but they just got to be super clean. In hope for some errors on their side.
Yeah, the thing is, so that's what the profile would tell you is maybe you try to slow it down and force some errors, but Lee and Tia can play a slow game.
Yeah.
They don't make a lot of errors.
I'm trying to be optimistic,
I know
man.
you are. They don't have a lot of weaknesses to exploit.
No, they don't.
I appreciate your optimism.
That's what I do in my games. Hope for errors on the other side.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Yep. And sometimes you get it.
Yeah.
Hope for errors. That's one strategy.
We see Julia and Melissa pulling out the commanding lead.
They are
here.
stretching that lead out. We should, you should do. Tyson McGuffin has his pickleball camps. You should run camps that are where you teach people how to hope for errors better.
Just hope for the best.
That's
all I can say.
Just hit the ball out there and
maybe they'll mess up
and hope. just couldn't be more impressed with how the 2 seeds playing Halber and Mukherjee. That's not an easy team that they are playing, by the way. And they do have a way of, Leah especially has a way of making everything look pretty easy on her side of it.
Yeah, the next matchup's going to be super interesting. Nancy says not so fast.
Yeah, don't start. She's like, don't start talking about the next match just yet.
I did.
She's like, I'm Nancy Henderson. I have a lot of medals hanging in my pole barn / court at my house.
I've seen them.
I have seen them also.
So we have match point here. Julia and Melissa. Monica inside out. Not so fast. Crafty.
I think they have one more to save, though.
Melissa gets it.
She gets it, and they played super well.
They
Henderson
did.
and Kildo, especially after losing that game 1. They went up big in game 1, allowed the comeback, but then closed it out in impressive fashion. And what does the bracket tell you, Mr. Verkijk?
Well, Julia and Melissa are going to run into our 1 seed. Kristen and Downey. So that's going to be a good one.
That will be a good one. The way that Julia and Melissa are playing, I think anything can happen there.
Oh, yeah. And then if, I don't want to jinx anybody, but if Leah and Tia continue, they will find Jessica and Monica.
Whatever matchups we get, these semifinal matches are about to be really, really good. It's a powerful shot there from Sherry that kept her opponents back. And Lori is standing by with Julia and Melissa.
All right, Julia and Melissa. That was a great match, neck and neck. Tough plays. Julia, I noticed that you really chose the right time to pull the trigger on so many shots on the roll dinks that just put them out of position. Beautiful. And Melissa, the speed up when they just weren't quite ready. That body sort of shot and the ball didn't come back. You guys played great together. You really complement each other. And how did you feel about the way you played?
I was very happy with how we played. I think we came out strong. We found our rhythm early on, and it really worked out in our favor.
Julia, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Allison and Monica are great players, really tough. Obviously, we went to 3 games, so I think Melissa and I, we slowed it down a bit, got in a groove, and we came out with a win.
Okay, you played great, and congratulations on your win. Now, I believe your next match is against Downey and Kristen. Do you have a particular strategy that you want to give us a little hint on for that match?
I think we're just going to try to do our best, and may the best team win.
All right, 2 good teams. What do you think, Julia?
Yeah, Downey and Kristen are amazing, so same thing. We probably got to keep it slow and just play our game.
All right. Well, good luck in your next match, and great job. Congratulations on this win. And back to the booth.
Thank you, Lori, and congrats to Julia and Melissa as they move on through the bracket. And we're seeing
and good luck in keeping it slow against Downey and Kristen.
Indeed. We have our 7 seed creeping in just a little bit.
All right.
Oh, did it? Oh. Again. Another halfer. There's that 2-hander, normally not off the net.
Smooth, though.
She plays with that. Which Selkirk version is that Tia's got?
That looks like a 006, maybe? Oh, no. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Is that the Lux?
I can't tell. They all hit pretty hard, though, don't they?
The Lux is a
Or-
soft
or
one.
Is that one? Okay.
Yeah,
I thought there was
one.
maybe one that was softer. I wasn't
Mhm.
sure if she had that or not. Whatever it is, she still generates power with it.
Yeah, she does just fine. 9-4 here, so our 7 seed's gonna have to make hay here and pretty soon. There's that cross court.
Yeah, Nancy
There,
back in.
that'll
and then
work.
yep.
Yep.
And then Sherry comes in.
She
and
got what she wanted.
Yep. Finds the attack.
I don't want to count them out. I was just saying they
No.
got to play clean, Alan.
They
That's
you know,
all, you know. I can do it.
Yeah. No, you had more belief in your statement than
Okay.
than I think I may have been the one that was counting this chicken before it hatched.
Yeah.
That's a big serve there.
Yeah, on the
Nancy Anderson.
baseline.
Yes.
So 6-9.
And you could see the topspin on it. It hit and kicked back.
Nancy does all the little things. Deep serves, deep returns all the time. Good decisions. Oh. That speed up did not work.
She's ready for it that time. She got caught by surprise on the last one. Didn't happen again. So now it's 9-6. The 2 seed trying to close this out and move on to the semis. There's that volleyball.
Yeah, casual overhead.
Yeah, pretty casual, but effective.
So match point here.
Both players, both Leah and Tia, do things fairly casually. That's why I said they kind of make everything look easy.
I only caught Tia on the live stream, but she casual would be a excellent word to describe her. A little speed up, casual 2-hand counter missile down the sideline.
Yep.
You know,
and sometimes it comes from a
effortless.
very rested looking position
Yes.
too. She kind of is just
Yeah.
hanging out and then
Yeah.
just rifles one. Even her stance and the way
Yep.
she holds her pad.
Kinda
just
upright.
Just
Matt Wright, maybe?
Yeah. Oh,
that
that
caught.
one drops
That caught.
right onto the line. So as we're complimenting our 2 seed, the 7 seed creeps in just a little bit more. It's 7-10.
I believe.
Now
I
you
always
have-
believed.
You have.
Just said they got to play clean.
Which they've done.
They
more
have,
of,
yeah.
although-
Super capable
yes.
of doing that.
Yep. Although Sherry has demonstrated some of her shot making for sure.
Yes.
And then we've given Ray a lot of love on this court. Our ref, who's covered up by the screen right now, is the score right now is Mike Kiley. Really good player himself, who's actually going down to he's at a pickleball combine coming up in Florida. But really good player also, and doing a great job down there reffing on this court. They made Leah and Tia hit a lot of extra balls there.
Yes.
Just couldn't quite get themselves back up to the net or find a moment to come up. And 2 more looks here for our 2 seed at closing this out. See if Sherry and Nancy can hold it off once again. They get 1.
Skyball lob does not pay dividends. Take 2.
And that's a really good reset from Tia. And they've moved on. Our 2 seed, Leah Tauber, Tia Mukherjee, will get on into the semis. Let's actually, while we have a moment, let's go to our stats crew and see what they have for us from a previous match on Championship Court.
Hey guys, it was a pretty interesting match between Benting and Verkijk and Reinhardt and Fernberg. Benting and Verkijk actually had a nice little comeback in the second game. They put a lot of pressure on and ended up having the lead close to the end of the game there. They built their comeback on some nice little defense and hanging in points long enough for Fernberg and Reinhardt to make some pretty uncharacteristic errors. They had a total of 20 unforced errors between them.
Yeah, definitely a good assessment. Yeah, at the start of the game, you know, Benton and Verkuyk kind of started out slow. I think they were kind of frustrated with the defense of Fernberg and Reinhardt, and, you know, kind of made them desperate and made them go for it a little more and kind of provoked some errors from them. But then as they hung in there and played more steady, we saw that the tables kind of turned for a while there, like John said, and we saw uncharacteristic number of errors from Reinhardt and Fernberg. But ultimately it was really close and a couple unfortunate errors at the end to end the match. But great match played by all the ladies there, super exciting to watch here. So yeah, excited for the semifinal match that's coming up here in a few minutes.
Appreciate it, Pat. I think we're all excited for these semifinal matches. These are going to be really, really good matches, I think. And Lori is ready now with our, for the first time tonight, Leah Tauber, Tia Mukherjee, who just finished their match. So take it away, Lori.
All right, great match, Leah and Tia. You guys really played strong. Do you think it's tough to be seated and have a bye and then come in, or were you just rested up for that match?
Maybe a little. We had warmed up a little and then we were sitting for a while, so I guess that could be the tough part, but then it's also nice that we didn't have to just play a game and go right into the next one.
Okay, and the ladies that you played, the women you played are very strong, very experienced players, really fought through for the second game, but you guys just look very calm and you achieved the net very solidly. How do you feel about your match today?
I think it went well. I mean, yeah, they are super solid, and I know they're both very experienced and veterans and really have know the game pretty well. But I think we just played our game and got up to the net, and yeah, I think it went well.
All right, well, congratulations. A couple of really solid athletes. We'll look forward to seeing your next match, and good luck and the rest of the tournament. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Back to the booth.
Appreciate it, Lori, and congrats to Leah and Tia. So as the players are warming up, let's start on the left side on championship court, where we have Henderson and Kildo against Reinhardt and Fernberg. Some things you're looking for in that match.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely tight. All four really experienced. There's firepower on both sides. I see maybe Melissa and Julia grinding a little bit more, but they're all four players really. You know, I said Kristen was more of a defensive player before, and she proved me wrong. I think all four players have all the shots. They can play the soft game. They can hit the snot out of the ball, all four of them. So it's going to be a tight one. Yeah, it'll come down to execution, obviously, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the 5-seed Henderson and Kildo have been playing really well as they've gone on this run. Haven't seen a lot of errors from them. I think that's going to be important if they're going to knock off the 1 seed. And then on the other side, Court 2, these are two teams that you and I aren't as familiar with, but
Correct.
I think just having watched them play tonight, this is going to be a really tough match and a really, really interesting match.
Yeah, I guess similar, like obviously all great players, but Jessica and Monica may be more familiar with each other, and Tia and Leah newer partnership.
Yep.
That may be something to look at. But yeah, it's good. Both of these semis, I would call them both a coin flip, match where I could see it going either way.
I think you'll see some long dink rallies in this one. Like I could see Monica. Monica really likes to dink it out, and I think both Leah and Tia showed last match that they're capable of doing that. They're pretty patient players. For having speed ups, and but I'm also looking forward to some like a Tia Jessica hands battle. The net sounds tantalizing to me, so I'm looking forward to some of that. The two tennis players maybe banging it out just a little bit.
Yeah, when we learned from the PPA announcer, as long as you're not a mother of many children, your reaction time is quicker. I don't know about anybody's family situations here, but
we didn't ask for that specific reason.
No.
Yep. And so also, if anybody from the PPA is listening and you want 2 replacement announcers who won't talk about stuff like that, Scott and I are available also.
Well,
So
yeah,
find
I
us.
think Connor Pardo came out and said, unacceptable, won't happen again. So I think, Alan, you slide right in, you know.
How can I play with Callan Dawson and announce the match, though? I don't think I could do that unless they mic me up while I'm
That's
on court.
true.
Yeah.
You have many avenues of advancement ahead of you, Alan.
So many. That my horoscope said that this week, so
Okay.
that matches. We're going on
Yep.
championship court, and
Melissa
fires
is
one right
pounding
away.
forehands.
Yes. Yes.
And Downey is pounding backhands. Did that go wide?
I couldn't tell if it clipped Melissa's paddle or not. It did not. So 1-0. But that's the type of action you're going to get in this match. Yep.
So you're expecting this semi to be a little more firepower, and the one on the other side a little more soft game, cat and mouse type stuff.
That's my expectation. Yeah. I've been wrong before. That's my expectation. They're proving me wrong.
And a dink
right
rally.
off the
And a
bat.
dink rally.
Yep, right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. At this level, it's not like any
Very
of these
close
women
there on the baseline.
can only
Looks like
hit the
it's
ball
out.
hard.
Right.
They have
And
they have
match
all the
point
shots.
now, and they are in all very good strategists as well. So they're gonna play to whatever is necessary within the point and the match.
Yep.
All capable of adjusting.
Kristen has the new Engage Pursuit, same as Downey.
I believe they are both on Team Engage.
Yep. I believe that Julie has a Eula over there.
That's the is that the original Ben Johns? The Hyperion? Is that what that is?
I believe so. Melissa with the paddle tech.
She's got the paddle tech hat on too, so I'll make the guess that she's on Team Paddle Tech.
Team paddle tech.
On 2, we have, so we tried to figure out what Tia's Selkirk was. Leah plays with that's the 6-0, I believe, the diamond. The pink version.
I believe, 006, I believe.
And then Leah's got the 6-0.
Yeah, it's all very confusing, Alan.
Yep. And then down here, I think that's a gearbox.
There's the hot gearbox
that Jessica has. Oh, that Monica has. They both play gearbox.
Yeah.
Yep.
Check that paddle.
Quick start for Tauber and Mukherjee. They're up 3-0 here in serving. They also, the 3 seats, Marion Lemons had a long sit. So
they did.
Yeah.
They took good care of business quickly. More lobs.
More lobs and
More
a
lobs.
good one.
That was a A-.
I like your lob grading. That's a good addition to this.
I do it with my
broadcast.
drops too.
On your drops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
C- drop, I stay back. B+, I'll move up a little bit.
And hope the C. At what grade does the hope start? Is that
just please
anything
make
below?
please
Anything
make a
below
mistake.
B-? Is that yeah?
Just dump it in the net. That's all I'm hoping for. Speaking of dumping into the net.
I don't know. We can't count that.
No,
as a jinx, though.
that's not jinx.
Oh, and they both did.
Yeah, just long.
Yep. Sometimes that happens. You just want to make your partner know that they're not alone.
Solidarity, that's what I say.
Right. Yep. It'll come back to them later. That's like good partnership stuff. That was some of the dinking I expected on court 2, but then Leah Tauber says found one to speed up.
Yep.
And they're up 5-0.
Yeah.
That's just a really good team. But Mary finds a lane down the middle. I do think that the sitting could be part of the reason for this 0-5 start.
Yes,
I expect
for
that
sure.
they'll play better. So timeout called on championship court with Reinhardt and Fernberg up 5-2.
There's that. Oh, that's just a sharp backhand dink. So sharp.
And there's the
Oh,
two-hander.
There it is. Effortless.
Yes.
Man.
Really good shots all around.
Yeah,
though.
that's a sharp point.
Yep. So a really good two-handed dink battle between Leah and Jessica. And then Tia stepped in with her backhand and finished a very backhand-heavy point.
Another smooth two-hand volley from Leah there. For a volleyball player, she strikes the ball like somebody who has a racket sports background. I don't know.
Does. Although the two-hander is a little bit like a volleyball.
Yeah, could
There's
be.
a little bit of volleyball motion there.
Yeah, like Elise Jones maybe.
Yeah.
Volleyball,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
she's got
yeah.
a sweet little two-hander herself.
So on that note, I think Megan Dazan played college volleyball as well, right? So you have a lot of pros that come from volleyball. And I do think it translates really well.
Also has a sweet two-hander.
Plant-based, by the way.
Plant-based.
Yeah. She would not have a hot dog to eat in this place. It's 3-5-2. That's a big serve.
That was a
from
Dura
Melissa.
bounce, I
Yeah.
believe.
She put a little pop behind it also.
Yeah. Melissa does not get cheated on her serves.
And yeah, we are playing Dura tonight, so we're not. Soon we might be saying Vulcan bounce.
Chuck bounce? There's a lot of options these days.
A lot of options. You see on the bottom of your screen, that's Pickleball Court Solutions DGF. That's Jeff. Jeff Howlett is not here tonight, but he's still selling us things. So
Shout out Jeff.
If you have courts that you need to put in,
Yes.
that's what that's for, to make sure everything makes sense. As far as
Listen to Jeff. Don't put the fence right by the baseline.
Right, and
don't put some surface that the ball's gonna skid on.
And
Just
don't-
talk to Jeff.
Don't make it so that players have to walk through the courts to get to
thank
the
you,
far
Alan.
courts, right?
Thank you,
Where's
yes.
the opening in the fence, and where's a
Yes.
walkway? And
talk to Jeff.
Yeah, and don't make the courts skiddy. I'm not talking about any new
brewery
place in particular around here. I'm talking broadly, right?
Broadly,
I'm not talking
yes.
about
Yes.
anything specifically.
Oh, you just lost Diana's sponsorship or something. Well,
I am
probably
not affiliated with All In Pickleball Gym, and my thoughts and opinions are my own. So
there you go.
do not hold this against Dan. Nothing that comes out of my mouth should ever be held against Dan. He would be in a lot of trouble if that was the case. So
our rhyming team here on court 2 is off to quite a lead, 8-1.
Yep, they are playing so well. And there's that two-handed backhand. That
caught the line
stop.
too.
Yes.
That's not fair.
And once again, looked pretty casual. There's no big wind up.
Effortless.
Very effortless. They're up now 9-1. And our ref on that court, Bob Trout, as he stops play, we should give a shout out to Bob as well.
Mm-hmm.
Really good player.
Selkirk rep.
Selkirk rep, yeah. Coach.
Very decorated player himself.
gave me my first lesson.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, just
And
right down the middle.
That is not Raymond Zamora, but Ray is everywhere. And Bob with some of the best misdirection in the Grand Rapids scene.
Yes. Yeah, very tricky.
Hard guy to read. Yeah, very sneaky.
Game point here on court 2.
That is extremely well played from our 2 seed. I'm going to make an early prediction and say game 2, win or lose, the 3 seed will make it closer. I think the
closer than 11 to 1.
Closer than 11 to 1.
Okay.
Really going out on a
bold
limb.
prediction.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta make the easy shot.
That's
you gotta just put the ball in play.
That's true. A little more of a battle here.
That goes back to the 1 seed now at 7-4-1. Tori is our usual fashion expert.
Oh.
So you and I like Downey's matching of the tape on her paddle to the shoes.
Oh, correct. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice touch. And Melissa and Julia,
lavender and black
matched.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would not have noticed that before.
We didn't pick you up tonight for your
no,
fashion
I hope not.
sense.
I hope not.
We knew you could do a little bit of everything.
I know lavender when I see it.
You know, you are not colorblind, so that's passed the first test. A rare miss line, so that's passed the first test. Backhand.
To the replay here, just rips that a little wide.
There is a lot of sting on that.
Yes.
Some great defense on the part of Henderson and Kildo. And that gets them the ball back, 4-9, see if they can make a run.
They're stacking Julia on the left. She has a killer backhand roll if she can get it. I imagine that's why that decision was made. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is again.
She got it from her mother.
She actually did in this case. Yes, it's not. That's not just semantics.
That's going long.
Right. They get 1 point there to creep up just a little bit more at 5-9.
Yeah, I think Julia and Melissa want to maybe grind it out a little bit here. You know Downey's going to be swinging.
Yes. Well, Melissa's swinging.
Melissa's swinging too. But, she's got that. She's got that all day.
Yep.
I don't think she's going to miss that again. I think that's what she's saying right now.
Yes.
I'm not going to miss that again.
Nope. Give me one. Just give me another chance.
Yes.
Whenever I miss a shot like that, I'm like,
let me run that back.
Hit it there. Hit it there again next time.
I'm be ready.
Yeah.
I'm going to pray for an error on your part.
I took the Scott Verkijk hope for an error camp. I did not pay that fee to just not hope for that again. One just deep on that lob.
Still seeing a heavy dose of lobs across the board here. That was a cool replay.
That was a good replay.
Shout out to Scott McAllister. Look at these replays. Another one. That lob is just on the
right
on the money,
line,
right?
yes.
Yeah, they caught.
Right on the line. Looked like initially it was called out, and then Julia said it was in. There's some power from which we knew Melissa Kildo has. So they get the ball back. It's 5-10.
5-10. Yep. Time to make a move.
Right? Yeah, I would say now would be a good time. Downey makes that effort a little bit tougher with that overhead. This is where you say to your partner, we'll do it on the 2.
Yeah.
We didn't want that
You
one.
don't want that one.
One of the many pickleball cliches. It's funny how you end up just saying a lot of the same things when you're on court.
Well played by Team Lavender. They just
couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Set it up perfectly. We have game point here. 10-5.
Really good reset there by Kristen Reinhardt. Helps them close out game 1, 11-5. I'll get another chance to see it right there.
Yeah, I'm with you. Same prediction. I think game 2 is going to be a little tighter.
A little tighter.
You watch the points. If I didn't see the score, I'm watching the points. I'm saying this is a tie game.
Right. 11 didn't feel like an 11-5.
No, it did not.
And this match has been going for a little while for it to be 1-1.
They're feeling each other out. Oh, that is a volleyball
angle.
Yeah.
We gave Leah props on her fashion sense last time. She's in the matching brown. A little bit of a, I don't know what you would call that top. I'm not very good at fashion either, so I'm out of my waters. And then we have matching outfits on the other side. So it's a crop top. Thank you, Lori. It's called a crop top.
Lori said it.
Lori said it in my ear. And so way to step in and help me out.
Yeah, Tori, come up here and just tell us something about clothing, please.
We did it
Can't do this.
We did correctly identify the matching outfits on the other side, so we got that going for us.
Oh God! Inside out two-hander.
I identified whatever fashion that was, which is an inside out.
Yes.
Two-handed backhand with some zip.
Nasty. Off to a good start again.
Shout out to Tia's mixed partner Sam Trent for finding her on a court and
saying
talking her into
play pickleball.
Like,
Yeah.
I believe the story was she was just playing with her brother or her family, and
I heard the interview. Yeah, that's cool.
That's
now she's on her way to maybe win how many dollars tonight?
It could be 800.
800.
Yeah.
Divided by 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. As somebody,
still nothing to sneeze at.
As somebody who scouts sports for a living, I must say, fine job by Sam.
Yes.
In figuring that one out. Although it might not have been.
I think I could have spotted her.
You might have been.
Beautiful by Melissa there.
Yes. She says, I got a one-handed backhand. I can do that.
She's about to rip her serve in the corner there.
Julia comes way over for that third. Another
We're
lob.
Tweener, Julia. Oh, she missed it.
That's just really well played there from Kristen all around. Starting with the lob set up there. Put away shots.
I will say on this, watching this championship court, all 4 of these women hit so deep returns, like crisp deep returns, and it just sets up the whole point.
Yeah, I think you've seen it all around actually tonight. Very few like short returns of the other teams running up and attacking.
Mm-hmm. Very underrated skill in pickleball.
I was going to say it's almost like that's important. Serving deep and returning deep.
That's 4 inches from the baseline there.
Downey's serve is really, really one of the best serves.
It's a laser beam, yeah. Nicely done by Melissa with the one-hander there.
Yeah. It was kind of in Kristen's wheelhouse. She missed the shot. All right, I just saw on court 2, Jessica Samiri pounds a forehand down the center, and they're 3-6. So they are they're doing better than
putting a foot.
one.
Yep.
Yep. It's tough when your opponent can attack on the backhand side from all those angles, though.
Yeah, Julia's trying to get up the kitchen line and gets met with a drive at her chest. No, baby lob.
It goes from the other side. Downey putting up the lob this time, and Julia handled that well. This is now we're on court 2. Our 2 seed looking to close this one out quickly again. They're now up 8-3. Two-handed overhead now.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, everything is just done so calmly
Just
and
chilling.
collected. Yeah.
Just chilling. I almost thought the point was dead for a second there.
I thought so too.
And
I did think that.
And they were still playing.
Yep.
Admirable attribute, I think.
I would say absolutely.
Yes.
Not being anxious and tense.
Yes.
In any sport. But yes, definitely here.
So now quickly a match point.
Yeah, we've got the ball back at 6-3, I believe, and they've gone on a very quick 4-point run.
Some sort of interruption here. I'm sure Bob will settle it quickly.
They're turning and watching our match on championship court now. Let's go to championship court. It's a really great shot there. Very aggressive dropping, kind of a half drop, half drive.
Yeah, this second game is going on for a minute now, and it's only 3-2. So they're still feeling each other out. Not a lot of points won. Melissa with that.
Yeah, she makes sure that there isn't another point won. Helps make your point. Going to go swing back over to court 2 here as we have a match point. Oh, there, just a BB of a two-handed backhand and some really great hands before that.
So they're on to the final. And they will
are.
play the winner of our championship court match here.
Which is still up in the air, 3-3 in the second game. It's a quick, on 3-3-2 now. Lori is also ready with Tia and Leah, so we'll go to that interview, but keep this match also on the screen. Lori, take it away.
And my question to you is, do you think that translates from volleyball?
I definitely do. I mean, all the defensive stuff, like mid-court, anything down low, it's any reset, it's all volleyball. Credit to volleyball. But yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, you guys played a great match. You're going into the finals. Not sure who you're going to be playing yet, but whoever it is, I'm sure it's going to be a great game. Now, have you guys been playing together for a while?
This is actually our first time playing together.
Okay, no one wants to hear that because you guys play, you really complement each other very well. And so how did you find each other?
I think through like just playing. Yeah, some of the guys in the area play together, and then they just like the guy she plays with the guy I play with. So then we just all played together like 2 times, and then now we're here.
Right. Do you have any specific strategy for the next match?
Not really. I mean, everyone over there is super solid, so just go out there, play our game, and have fun.
All right. Well, we're all excited to see the next match. It's going to be great. Okay, let's hear it.
Happy birthday, Dad.
All right. Happy birthday, Dad. That's awesome. Okay. Well, good luck in your next match, and congratulations on this one. And back up to the booth.
That's parenting goals right there. I hope someday my daughter plays in a premiere night and wishes me a happy birthday. That would be... I'm speaking that into existence. Now, back here on Championship Court, enough about my personal life. It's 5-3. The 1 seed is up and looking to close it out in 2 games. Downey tried to will that one over the net, but falls just short, and they will get the ball. The 5 seed will get the ball back 3-5-1 and try to make a run. Scott is taking a quick break, by the way. That's why you don't hear his voice. This is his first time doing 3 hours of live broadcasting, so he's... And as I say that, he's found his way back to the booth.
What did I miss? Melissa killed her forehand.
You missed 1 point, and that's our 5 seed catching up, and now 2 points, so it's 5-5. We might get a game 3. We want a game 3, right?
I'd like one.
Yeah. More pickleball. The more pickleball, the better. You also missed a happy birthday, Dad, from Leah in her interview.
Oh.
It's our first.
Also, Zach Chambers' birthday.
Oh, so.
Who's in the house today?
Happy birthday, Zach. You've seen him on these premiere nights as well.
Oh. Kristen's on it just a little long.
It's Pisces season, for those paying attention to that. Five, 6-1. Henderson and Kildo were able to string together a couple points and build a lead. Now we're back to tied.
Just deep.
No, the championship match is going to be a strong match either way. But the way that 2 seed is playing, it'll be interesting to see if either of these teams can stop that train.
Yeah, Julia
Great
just dictating
shot
that point
Yep.
from the beginning. Same story.
Yes, she's
caught a
took
net cord
over.
there, but still had the advantage there with that 2-hander.
Yeah. So it's 6-6. So as we hope for a game 3 here, what do you see that's been working for Julia and Melissa?
I see Julia is working the point a little more. Like she's like I said, they all have all the shots. But I think Julia really has the angles, and she also has the put away power. But I think we have a big old forehand there by Melissa,
and a big serve before that.
Yes,
that got them the point.
Yeah. But I think Julia is able to dictate a little bit more with drops and angles and such. So if she can do that, and then Melissa can clean up, I think that'd be the path to success for them.
And they've
Now
had
9-7.
They've had a couple of freebies this time, and they're asking for a ball switch.
Julia says, "I like this ball. We were on
Yeah.
a run. We were on a run with this ball."
Gonna scuff that one up a little bit.
Yeah. 9-7-2 here. I don't like that ball.
He's like, no way.
Give me the
that's
other ball.
More lobbing.
Yeah, Downey. I haven't seen Downey lob like this before. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But I've never seen her lob this much.
I have not as much either, although I've watched her play mixed the last couple times, so that could be a different strategy.
A little bit of a Dura bounce there with the new one.
The new ball. Yeah, they did a good job scuffing it up.
Yep.
That's just a
Winner.
beautiful drive.
Critical point here, 9-9.
Yes.
On the 2, I believe?
On the 2.
All right. Sharp volley by Julia.
Yes, that's a big shot for our 5 seeds chances. Now 2 points away from forcing a game 3. Downey finishes that hands battle, but Henderson and Kildo get another look here at 9-9 on the 2.
Yeah.
A couple of great drop by Julia
yeah,
first.
Julia set that up.
Yep.
Kristen did a good job to dig it out, but it was still somewhat high, and Julia did the rest.
So bottom of the screen, that is Melissa Kildo serving and Julia Henderson. Top of the screen, Kristen Reinhardt and Downey Fernberg. If you're watching at home. We like to go first names a lot, so just to make sure everybody knows who's who.
Nice. We've been there, Downey.
We have all been there.
I've been there.
Yes. Been there today, as a matter of fact. So. And she comes right back.
Yeah.
Makes up for that, and it's 10-10. Now
Julia wants that one back.
She
yeah,
does.
Setting
Yep.
a match point here.
And they're going to take a timeout, talk it over before they play a very important point. And I just saw that, since we have a moment to fill time, I just saw that the Johns brothers lost convincingly.
Oh, do tell.
To Deescu and Tardio.
Oh.
That's a heck of an upset. 11-6, 11-5.
That's a spicy upset.
That is.
Yeah, Tardio's on the come.
He is. And Deescu's a solid player.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That margin is surprising.
It's very surprising. I like this happening, you know? We're seeing surprises. I don't want to see JW and Dylan against Colin and Ben every Sunday, you know?
Yeah.
Dinking for 45 seconds.
Yeah. Yes. And
this is all very exciting.
And the same in singles, where Ben gets clipped every now and then. Yep.
And match point here for Downey and Kristen.
Oh, well played
Great
last
game.
point. What a game. 12-10
Good game,
in
ladies.
that second game. So Reinhardt and Fernberg are on to the championship match. They will meet Leah Tauber and Tia Mukherjee in what I think is going to just be an outstanding championship match. So
Yeah, who you got,
Fun
Alan?
to watch. I'm going to go with the two. I'm going to go Tauber.
I might
and
be with
Mukherjee.
you.
They're playing so well.
Yeah.
Although they haven't been particularly challenged yet. We
No.
see them in a tight match and have to grind some points out. Let's go down to John and Pat again on stats, see what they had for us out of that match.
I got allergies, yeah. You and Joni want to?
Yeah, what a great match we had there from Reinhardt and Fernberg and Henderson and Kildow. You know, a pretty convincing win in game one for Reinhardt and Fernberg, but game two, Henderson and Kildow stayed in it. I'm really impressed with Kildow's power and her kill power. She had some brutal serves that provoked some errors. But, you know, ultimately the steadiness and consistency of Reinhardt and Fernberg, I think brought them to victory here in this semifinal. So, yeah. John, any thoughts?
No, I mean, I agree completely. I think Reinhardt and Fernberg had a few more errors than they normally would, but honestly, I think some of those were actually caused by the ball or there were some kind of wicked hops that led to some weird errors, but it was a very close game, so I don't think any stats especially stood out.
Did we really have 0 speed-ups across the board?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We might have just missed a couple with all the crazy action there.
I think it's impossible that we missed any stats, so it's probably perfectly right.
I would not doubt the two of you.
I had something in the late afternoon going on.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Send it back to the booth
I really
here.
wanted to go.
Appreciate
I
that.
wanted to, see the play down there, but
So we are getting ready. Keep it right here. We have our championship match coming up. Women's doubles. It's been a fun night already, and this championship match is sure to close us out in style. Let's see, we have Lori is standing by. Kristen and Downey have another match to play, but we're going to quickly go down and get their thoughts on that last victory.
All right, congratulations, Downey and Kristen. That was a great match. They really came back and really gave you a tough fight at the end. And I noticed Julia really starting to slow it down with some great cross-court dinks, really putting the pressure on, but you guys stayed solid. What's your feeling on that match?
Yeah, we were able to battle a little bit of adversity. Both Downey and Melissa have great serves, and they got some aces there. They decided to stack and keep Julia more on the left. She does have a great two-handed backhand, so they're able to make a comeback. But we got to stop when we needed to, and they're able to get a couple points and, move on.
Excellent. And Downey, your next match, Tia and Leah, a couple of young gals, very athletic, and a new partnership. So maybe you haven't seen too much of them before this. What do you think about that?
Just having fun. Keep fighting. Love it.
All right. Any particular strategy for the next game?
We haven't played against them as partners. We played against them as individual. They're newer to the game, younger. We're going to try to play our game, get up to the line, and then just kind of see where we need to adjust and go from there.
All right. I will tell you, we are all excited to see this match. It's going to be a great one, and good luck. Back to the booth.
Thank you, Lori. This is going to be Scott. What are you expecting
Downey's
here?
pumped.
And she is pumped. So
Yeah, I like this.
I mean, once again, it's like a situation where every player on the court can do a little bit of everything. Is there any strategy for either team other than just kind of play your game at this point?
This will be my first chance to see Tia and Leah in a full match, not bouncing around. So I'm excited for that. And they'll be challenged by Downey and Kristen, for sure. But I'm excited to see how it shakes out. I don't know. I don't have a good feel about what way this is going to go.
I don't either. I don't know that I have a good feel for what the strategy will be. Like Kristen just said, these teams haven't played each other.
Yeah,
so I think there's going to be a lot of adjusting on the fly.
Yep. Everyone's going to be feeling each other out at the beginning, and we'll see where we end up. But I guess give me the rhyming partners.
I like the way they've played tonight.
Yeah,
too.
they just, yeah, so effortless, smooth.
But so they've, especially Tia has done has hit some really strong backhands tonight, and I think Kristen and Downey are going to make her hit a second or third ball out of the time after that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
She's pasted some winners tonight.
Yep.
And I think that they're going to make her play a couple more balls. Sure, we're going to go down to Lori. She has a Oh, okay. We will go down to Lori in just a moment, but I'm going to watch a little more of Leah and Tia. Okay, Lori is down with a spectator, so we're going to go down for her thoughts and his thoughts.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. I'm here with Lori Phillips. She's from Lansing area.
Yes.
And this is her first time at this Thursday premiere night. And I'm wondering, what do you think about it?
I think these women are playing great. They're playing great. I mean, some of these balls you think a point is over, and the defense is phenomenal. I've seen a lot of ATPs. It's awesome play.
Yeah, it's really exciting to have such a great set of players in one place where we can come. And women's sports, it doesn't always happen so much, and it's pretty exciting. Would you come back?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I mean, this final is going to be awesome. It's going to be quite a battle. I mean, I'm biased. I'm rooting for my Lansing crew. Go Kristen and Downey.
All right.
But it's going to be a great match.
All right. Well, that's it for now. Back up to the booth.
Thank you, both Loris. We have Lori and Lori. A lot of rhyming and
a lot of
double
rhyming
names
across
tonight.
the board.
Yeah, that's another sign from the universe that Callan Dotson needs to get a hold of me, and we'll make a solid run in 4-5, I think. They get going pretty quickly here. Scott, how did you get into pickleball? I don't think I even know that story.
I had a job at the fire department, and in the apparatus bay, they set up a pickleball court, and we, I mean, I don't know if you call it a pickleball game. Really, it was a lot of smacking the ball around, but enough to catch the bug.
Yep.
And shout out to Ricky Gallardo, who's an excellent player, and my coworker at the Grand Rapids Fire Department taught me how to play. And the rest is history.
I didn't know that Ricky taught you how to play.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
No.
Actually. Yeah. So we have the women's final coming up. But, yeah, it's cool to see how people find their way into this sport.
It's amazing, yeah.
And
the amount of people we've met, and now, and then Abby obviously got into it, and it's become a family thing. My son Luther,
super into it.
Playing pickleball, taking lessons from Jace Landier. Shout out to Jace, who's actually excellent coach.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, he knows what it's like to come up as a kid.
Yep.
And is doing a wonderful job with Luther, and so it's been a great thing for our family. Yeah.
That is awesome. And Luther not only is on his way to being a great player, but follows pro pickleball to a level that I don't know that anyone else his age in the country. I'll actually never forget when they did the pro clinic as part of the Beer City Open, and he went around and named every pro, including Joey Farias. And Joey started laughing.
Deep cut. It was a deep cut.
When they got to Joey, I could tell the look on Joey's face was, he's not going to know me. Sure, he knows Irina Tereshchenko. Who doesn't know that, right? There's no way he knows me. And when Luther said Joey Farias, the look on Joey's face was priceless.
It was a proud moment for me. Yeah, it was Lee Whitwell who's going around the court.
That's right.
Who's this? Who's this?
Yep.
And Luther's just across the board naming them all.
Everyone. And they were it was not necessarily like it wasn't like the Johns brothers and Anna Lee Waters, and he knew them all.
Yeah.
He helps us run our fantasy draft for BCO,
yes, he did.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
So very excited for that event coming up this summer too. So
all right.
We found a way to fill all that time.
There we go.
With talking about ourselves, and here we go for the championship tonight.
out.
And just like we expected, the 1 seed starts. No kidding, we both picked the 2 seed.
0-0-1. Point.
First point. So we now have double
1-0-1.
court monitors and refs. We have Bob Trout and then Joni Cantonese, who's been our she's been a part of several of these premiere nights.
Second serve.
She is from the Lakeshore, from Holland.
1-0-2.
Also played against her in a tournament, actually. So
Joni.
Yeah, Joni. Very good player in her own right.
You were sandbagging.
No, it was our very early. This is one of my first tournaments.
Side out, I guess. 0-1-1. Point.
So we're tied 1-1, and as you can see now up on the screen, the stats are in real time.
Point.
So shout out to Pat and John for doing that. You don't even get that on a PPA broadcast.
No.
So we're breaking new ground here, and
let's get misogyny on the PPA broadcast these days, Alan.
That's right. Not only do we not have that, we have added bells and whistles like
Zero
live stats.
misogyny
Yes,
here.
Yes, zero. Yes. Can we put that stat on the screen? Yep.
Second serve.
So far it's pretty slowed down.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
yeah, we
dinking.
are getting in the kitchen line. We're dinking.
It's very
we're
traditional
having
pickleball.
yeah.
Side out.
And then not.
She still went for the
She did. She dropped.
technical
Dropped,
shot. Yeah, yeah.
But I think
1-2-1.
Tia and Leah maybe will you know they're newer players, but
Point.
I wonder if they want to dink with them a little bit. They both have
2-2-1.
very sharp shots at the kitchen line.
Yeah, like I said, I think they're all still figuring it out. I don't know yet if the Leah starts to speed
She
up.
chooses violence.
Yep.
Three, two, one. Second serve. 3-2-2. Point.
So once again, the winner tonight, the winning team gets $800 to split. Losing team gets in this
4-2-2.
championship gets $200 to split, and then they get a spot in the finals, which there's $3,000 on the line in that. But it's open and mixed. So to be clear,
Side
the
out.
women's team that wins would have to play in the open division, and Downey and Kristen have won 2.
2-4-1.
They also they just punch a general ticket
Second
to
serve.
that final, so they can also pair up with a male player who's won and play
2-4-2.
mixed. So a couple different options there, but Downey and Kristen have a lot of options because they've won a lot in these nights, and that will take place March 21st. 4 weeks yet, so mark your calendars.
Side out.
That's I believe before anybody's on spring break, so you have no excuse. Get down here and check out some
4-2-1.
really, the elite of the elites in pickleball in Michigan and some other states as well.
Second serve.
Or you can watch the stream.
4-2-2. Point.
Well done by T and Leah. It was a deep deep serve by Downey, and then a drive, and they handled it all. Got the kitchen line, just came up short.
And so far, the 1 seed showing why they're the 1 seed, and they are longtime pickleball players. They're experienced.
Side out.
And I'm stopped in mid-sentence there. But no, I think the experience so far showing up.
2-5-1. Second
That's what I was
serve.
talking about before, where I thought Kristen and Downey would make them hit a couple extra balls, and that's what happened there on a couple of those drives from Tia.
And Tia just ripping, which is not what we've seen so far.
No,
she's very capable of working a point. It works out there for them.
Well, and Leah did a
3-5-2.
great job dinking on that point. Really good reaction and hands there from Downey.
Leah did well, but Downey did weller.
5-3-1.
Yes. You don't get specific vocabulary on PPA broadcasts either.
No.
Yeah.
No. Just misogyny.
5-3-2.
Just misogyny.
Oh.
Point. Yes, you are. 6-3-2. Was that out? You guys, was that out? Was that out? Okay, thank you. 7-3-2. Side out.
Little net help there. Creates the side out. And our 2 seed gets the ball.
3-7-1.
Trying to catch up. They're at 3-7-1. Elders Helpers is another one of our sponsors. You see them at the bottom of the screen there.
Second serve. Three, 7-2.
Oh, that one.
Unfortunate, because they played the point so well.
They played it very well, and I actually thought that she did a good thing leaving that. It looked like it was going to be a good leave, and it drops in. So great shot there from Kristen Reinhardt. Great reaction. And 7-3-1 now for the 1 seed.
Point.
I think that's the
Really
point they
good
want.
dinking.
That's
Yes,
what
that
I
is
think
the
they
point they
want
want.
that,
Yes.
you know, and they're capable of winning that point. That's
8-3-1.
a ball that Leah does something different with at another point. But I'd like to see them kind of work the point like that again. They got the ball they wanted.
Oh, that's well played there from Kristen Reinhardt with the lob and then finishing, coming behind that.
1 minute, 9-3-1.
Just that little flip into the middle.
Little middle ball.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't say out.
As you
and
can
I'm
see,
not- I am
at the highest
absolutely
level,
not
you don't have
watching
to
that.
hit the ball hard.
They
A
are
lot
all,
of people
you
come
know,
in the
so,
sport and think you have to.
Little
Kristen,
placement.
very effective with that lob, and just that ball right there, come in behind it.
Yeah, I think this is one of the times where it's like, skill-wise, you know, you watch the game, and it's like evenly matched. But Downey and Kristen have years and years of playing together and playing pickleball in general.
Yep.
And it just kind of, you know, edges off the points where it's like, oh, things go our way a little bit because we made these decisions. And
yep,
I expect Tia and Leah to bounce back for sure. But I think that's what we're seeing. Like they're up 8-3 now.
And I don't see Kristen and Downey forcing much right now. Letting the point play out, staying patient. I think, especially at that last point, doing a really good job of moving Leah and Tia around, which is hard to do because they're great athletes.
Yeah.
But they are they're doing some. To call back to a couple weeks ago when Pat brought up Puppet Master, there's a little bit of Puppet Master.
Yeah, Nelson, huh?
Yes, we got a history lesson from Pat.
Good job, Pat. Chris Nelson? Not Chris Nelson. Tell me, Pat.
9-3-1.
We're going to look it up.
He's going to tell me.
Yeah. Serve.
A little wide.
Second serve. Nine, 3-2. Side out.
It's a good ball now. It's 3-9. See if the 2 seed can
3-9, yeah.
make a little run here.
Second serve.
Some uncharacteristic mistakes from them. They've been playing very clean tonight.
Yeah.
I think that's more as a result of what Kristen and Downey are
Yeah, they're
doing.
putting pressure on them. It's not those are not easy shots for them. Definitely capable of making them, but it's not maybe not as easy as previously tonight.
And some of those shots they are firing are coming back at them.
Yes.
Which they weren't coming back as much in their other matches. So Downey and Kristen are 1 seed. Reinhardt and Fernberg just playing super well so far in this championship match.
Second serve.
Some good dinking there from Leah Tober.
9-3-2.
And yes, I did partial jinx that.
Yes.
Side out.
Double jinx, kind of. So
Yep.
Three,
We got a
9.
chance now.
Yeah, a chance. Yep.
3-9-1.
Oh, beautiful.
A couple
Tia.
of big shots there from Tia Mukherjee. That could be a momentum changer.
Yeah.
4-9-1.
There's that one-handed.
There it
backhand.
is. Yeah.
Yes, super powerful.
Rocket ship.
4-9-2. Point.
It's a really good shot from the transition zone there. So it's 5-9. It's interesting. These two have
5-9-2.
These two teams have never played each other. I have a feeling this might not be the last time, though.
Oh, almost made it back.
Yep, that's good pickleball though. We're seeing
it is, yeah. And I think as the match goes on, I think Tia and Leah settle in a little bit more. Newer partners, never played together. Downey and Kristen way more comfortable.
One's just deep. And also, no disrespect to any of the teams that Lee and Tia have played tonight, but they're finding out this is a little bit of a different animal than what they've seen. And I'd said that, they hadn't been challenged a ton yet tonight, and this is Now they're seeing why this is the 1 seed. Once again, some really good pickleball. We don't have a shot counter for the rally, but that one was getting up there.
Every dink was crisp and right where it needed to be. I think that's might be the strategy for Leah and Tia. I think that grinding out those points might work for them.
Yeah, and wow, those are some.
Yeah,
there's some real power behind those shots. But I agree with you. They've had most of their success when getting up there and grinding it out.
It's a little counterintuitive for the newer players to want to grind it out. But when you watch them in a dink rally, they got it.
They've got it. And Downey and Kristen have such good hands that firing it at them has not brought a ton of success.
Pick your poison. Yep. It's also good at dinking, but I think I'd rather slow it down and grind them if that was my choice.
Oh, just missed that.
We're seeing the level of play rise up here in the last few minutes.
9-6-1.
Yeah. You see the crowd all around the court. They are getting treated to some really
There's
strong
been
points
no
here.
free points the last few minutes here. Oh.
Second serve.
Once again, just so many chances for that point to have been over before that, and both teams making each other hit additional balls.
Side out.
All right, good hold by Tia and Leah here. 6-9, and you feel them. You feel them settling in now. I feel like
absolutely
the level has risen, and they're not being overwhelmed at all.
Point.
And there's another miss.
Timeout, receivers.
And they call timeout. I think that's a good timeout. They I think they're feeling exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
So 7-9, still on the first server for the 2 seed. You are watching the Thursday premiere night final for women's doubles. Hey, Scott. Bob was yelling something about We're at All In Pickleball Gym. Our 2 seed is Leah Tauber, Tia Mukherjee playing against the 1 seed, Kristen Reinhardt, Downey Fernberg. 1 seed jumped out to a big lead, and the 2 has been working their way back into this, slowly but surely.
Yeah, they forced a timeout. That feels good.
Each team has 1 timeout left.
And like you said, the comfort, you can see the comfort
Yeah, the
level.
confidence is building for sure.
Point.
Good dinking.
Nice point.
Yep.
I don't
All
want
around.
to. We have the we have the stats on earlier, but I don't think.
That's
Point.
found that little lane there with her forehand. It's 9.
Yeah.
9-9-1.
What a point all around there.
Yeah, half a dozen beautiful saves by Leah and Tia there.
And one running backwards two-hander from That's so well played all around. You know, one of the critiques of people watching pickleball on TV, they've always said people aren't going to want to watch the dinking. I could watch Kristen and Leah go backhand to backhand dinking all day and be very, very satisfied.
Yeah, we're watching live. I don't know if it comes across on the screen how crisp these things are. Like, they're perfect. They're all perfect. Oh, beautiful.
She was waiting on that
Second
one.
serve.
Yep. A little fire out of Leah, too.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem
Come on.
Quite, yeah, well, and even before that, on the last possession. So.
Yep.
9-9-2.
She found a little scorpion there.
Point.
And a little fire from the
Turn
other
back,
side, too.
yeah.
This is
That's $400.
Yes, this is it.
Come on. In this economy, Alan?
In this
10-9-2. Side out.
couldn't shut the door.
Oh,
So
I love
here
it.
is 9-10. Yes, plenty of drama for your championship match.
9-10-1.
Oh, just
out.
Just deep. That was exactly what she wanted.
Yeah.
You could see her setting that up.
Great combo.
9-10-2.
There it is. Important.
Nice
10th
close.
point.
Reset a touch high, and she pounced on it.
Little volleyball right there.
10-10-2.
Yeah. Pounce in volleyball.
God, that is a
Tia's,
great reset.
Tia's, yeah, it's just so smooth.
11-10-2.
Game point here.
Couple of net trickles, and they close the 2 seed.
Wow.
Tober and Mukherjee close it out 12-10 after being down
9-4, I believe.
Yep, they really found their stride there, and like you said, slowing it down worked for them.
Yeah, they super clean. They attacked when it was time to attack. Yeah, just a great second game there to come back.
And I think you were about to say it there. We have the stats live on screen. That a lot of those unforced errors were very early.
Yeah,
they really played clean in the second half of that first game. And we while we have a minute while they change over and get ready for game 2, we have tonight. We haven't had John Frizzle with us before, so for some happenings with the club and an update with the GR Pickleball Club, let's go down to John.
Thanks, Alan. While I'm here, I should have actually probably also mention that Patrick is our esteemed vice president of the club, so don't forget that. It's an exciting time for the club. We've had a great winter so far because we've had construction crews out at Belknap putting in a new south boardwalk. That'll be a really nice addition since, people have been walking on the hill in the grass for years. We've got exciting plans for the year. We're looking at some plans that I probably can't nail down in public yet, but we're looking at spending, close to $500,000 at Belknap this year on different improvements. So we're also going to be adding another tournament this year. But we're about to start, so I'll let you go.
Thank you, John. We're going to leave you in suspense on what that new tournament is. So everybody's got to, So our 2 seed jumps out to a 1-0 lead. So our 1 seed gets the ball back here at 0-1, looking to find a victory here in game 2 and get us to a game 3, which I think nobody in the building would be disappointed with other than maybe Leah and Tia and whoever their supporters are here tonight.
Oh.
Just deep. And first of all, for our college sports fans watching, if you are unaware, we have a Spartan and a Wolverine playing together. Leah is a student at Michigan, and Tia is at Michigan State. So look, they can work together.
Michigan State has a successful pickleball club team.
I didn't know that. I know
They
more
do.
colleges are having
Yeah.
them now. And there's a college national championship.
Yeah, it's coming.
Lori tells us that Michigan also has a good club team. So we
They're all coming. Yeah.
We're going to have a Michigan State rivalry in pickleball.
So
I'd watch
fun.
that.
So fun.
You can get Michigan, Ohio State in pickleball.
Boxcar, right?
So 3-1, the 1 seed is up. Well, they had an early lead last time.
But we're seeing the level of play continue.
Yes, they're dialing in. Ever since you mentioned the prize money, I think they heard you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we are playing for money.
Like, there's no, I mean, that was one, but there's not been free points. Like, everything's hard fought.
And they also are very locked in. You can see when they hit winners or make errors, they're feeling, feeling both a little bit more right now.
Yep.
That's
beautiful.
Again, just great pickleball all around. You guys everybody watching is being treated to just a fantastic match right now. It's a nice easy
nonchalant,
drop. Yeah.
nonchalant,
Yes.
like gorgeous drop there. That's a volleyball move. Right
Yes,
there.
from her. That's we were saying Elise Jones earlier. That was shades of Elise.
She wasn't sprawled out on the floor.
Or rolling over.
No,
but
but
yes, yeah.
almost.
Yeah. Baby steps.
Just amazing defense, though. Wow.
Second serve.
Kristen's just not a defensive player. She will swat a ball.
She has definitely shown her powerful side tonight as well.
Side out.
And they'll get a quick stop there after the 2 seed was just getting a little bit of momentum.
3-4-1.
Our 1 seed gets a stop.
Second serve. 3-4-2. Side out.
It's a no damage done hold for Tauber and Mukherjee.
4-3-1.
big return from
Second
Downey
serve.
that caught the back line, started that point, and
4-3-2.
she finishes that off with another one of her patented one-handed backhands.
Side out.
Just missed by Tia, but that dink battle between Leah and Kristen
it's been
is evenly matched.
Yes.
Like
it's fantastic.
All sharp. Everything's very sharp, and no one's missing.
3-4-1.
They're also not they're not being tempted to speed that. They're just letting it play out.
Yeah. Oh.
And Kristen finds one there. That's a little
Inside
high,
out
and
into the body of Leah.
Point.
4-4. We are tied.
She's got the scorpion.
4-4-1.
Just didn't pull it out there. Oh.
Point.
Five, 4. Reinhardt and Fernberg up.
5-4-1.
Hoping to push us to a third game. I'll stay up for a third game. That's I think the first Kristen lob that we've seen in this game.
Receivers, 1 minute, 6-4-1.
So we have a timeout. While we have a timeout, let's remind you who we have on the court. The 1 seed, Downey Fernberg, lives now in Lansing, but is from Seoul, South Korea. Comes from a tennis background. She says she hopes to teach a little more pickleball this year in 2024. I will sign up for one-handed backhand lessons if those are going on. Her partner is Kristen Reinhardt from East Lansing, Michigan. They've played together quite a bit, and Kristen played basketball at Ferris State and also has golfed her whole life. Then our 2 seed, Tia Mukherjee from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, but is a student at Michigan State now, plays tennis at Michigan State. And her partner, Leah Tauber, is actually from San Diego, California, but is now here in the state of Michigan and is a student at the University of Michigan. She's played volleyball, indoor volleyball, and beach volleyball. And her goal, pickleball goal for the year, as mentioned earlier, play in a women's PPA event. I'd say she's on her way.
Well, on her way, yeah. Yeah, we've talked about like corresponding sports. Golf is another one.
Takes control, hand-eye coordination.
It's the repetition, I think, of like, can you dink 100 times in a row? Can you hit a chip shot the same way? And like
Point.
Corinne Carr, professional pickleball player,
7-4-1.
also high-level golfer.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Second serve.
Leah steps in there and finishes that point
7-4-2.
without much hassle. And the serve is out, so they'll get a look at closing this deficit for 7.
4-7-1.
Yeah, Downey
Second
just
serve.
Downey painted the back line on her return, and
4-7-2.
that was just the end of the story on that point. They couldn't come up.
She's hit that back line on
Yeah.
her returns
Point.
several times tonight.
5-7-2.
Oh, that's a really well-constructed point. One where they had to back up a little bit. We're on their heels just for a moment.
Downey again, deep return. They had to fight their way up, and then Tia, 2 defensive stops there to earn the point.
Point.
And 3 quick ones.
Yeah.
And we're at 7-7,
Timeout,
which is a
receiver.
little bit
7-7,
how the
2,
last
1 minute.
It
the
did,
game
yeah.
one went.
Things
also.
things will snowball
Things
on you
flip
if you're not
quickly.
careful.
Yeah. So it's 7-7.
7-2, I believe.
Yep. Talking about sports that translate as a former Ultimate Frisbee player. I was
No.
happy that Sam Trent came
Sam
from
Trent?
Ultimate Frisbee and Rob Cassidy.
I think that's a coincidence.
Played,
I don't
Rob
think there's any
Cassidy played
skills that
club
translate.
Ultimate Frisbee.
No, not on that one.
But Rob Cassidy, when he played in BCO, came out and played pickup Ultimate Frisbee with us.
I heard it. I heard
Yeah.
about that story.
Yeah.
But that's a coincidence. There's no,
It is
there's no
probably
skills.
coincidence.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
but there's speed and footwork. And
Yeah, that's
yes,
true.
yeah.
If you're moving your body,
General coordination.
you're preparing yourself for pickleball.
But
yeah,
we didn't say table tennis, but that's obviously.
Obvious.
I think, yeah.
Look at Jaron.
Yeah.
Many good players. Ben Johns.
I've watched him.
You see him play? It's like the top.
Lily Zhang.
Yes.
Yes.
He can hang.
Yep.
He can hang.
I think she might have been taking it a little bit easy.
You think
on
so?
him, though. She's fantastic.
The epic cross-court battle we've been talking about. See who's going to bail first.
Point.
Yeah, I think Leah's so tough in that. If I can get myself in that point, I'll do that every time and keep going.
Thought maybe we were going to go the other way. That's an important stop the bleeding moment there, I think, for Downey and Kristen.
Yeah, Tia's been pretty aggressive. She's gotten forehands that pop up at all. She's swinging.
Yep, and Downey's swinging.
Downey's obviously swinging. Downey's always swinging.
8-8-1.
8-8. It's very quiet in here.
Oh, so well done by
Very
Kristen.
well played, yes.
Perfect drop, and she knows it, so she comes in and closes and can pop it back.
9-8-1.
That cut return.
Yes, I said as soon as she hit it, I was like, that's going to
yeah.
be tough to deal with.
Yes. Cut return within 6 inches of the baseline. Good luck.
That one was right where Kristen probably wants it.
Yeah, you're not going to
Just
get away
missed
with
it.
that again the second time. That was a gift.
8-9-1.
All right, who's going to blink first here?
Oh,
out of love.
Point.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Kristen bailed out of that dink rally.
9-9-1.
That's her bread and butter, I believe.
She's been going to the lob tonight, so. That's a Downey stepped over, and I don't know if they expected her to on that one.
9-9-2.
Thought we were going to get our cross-court dink battle again.
Here we go.
What a
Oh.
couple of shots there. Tia's get and the angle she hit, and then Downey's shot, an even better one. Around the post right here. Wow.
9-9-1.
9-9. Give me a game.
Trying to force a game 3, yeah. And they will unwind the stack to get Leah on the left.
Great speed up from Downey. Didn't hit it his hardest either. No. Just hard enough. And we are 1 point away from a game 3.
10-9-1.
That's a great shot on the move. I thought
that
Tia got caught.
Yeah, you
moving
can't
there, and
probably appreciate that on camera. That pickup from Tia there to keep that low, amazing.
Yeah. Oh, there is a lot of tension in the building right now, and these points are living up
The
to
level,
the
the level right now is very high.
9-10-1.
9-10-1. That ball catches the back line.
Tia steps in with a two-hander. Beautiful.
Downey did overextended just a bit to come in and try to take that forehand. It's an aggressive move, though. Just deep. She almost found that lane again.
Tia definitely looking for opportunities. If it's there, she's swinging.
going
She's
for
trying to do something. Now Leah a little bit more grindy here.
Now this is different because you have Leah and Kristen straight on. I think Kristen will feel confident in that cross-court dink battle more with Tia.
10-10-1. Point.
11-10. We're, again, 1 point away from a third game.
11-10-1. Second serve.
A reset that Kristen makes 9 out of 10 times.
11-10-2.
Big serve from Downey. Oh, man.
Side out.
They save game
they
point.
Save it again.
Net cord.
10-11-1.
Yes.
Second serve.
No point is coming easily.
No.
10-11-2.
There's our dink battle.
Here it is.
Who's going to blink?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Just to consistently get into those dink battles.
Yeah.
And like you said, 99.9% of them are just perfect shots.
Yeah. That was a hair high, and Kristen pounced on it. Oh.
Side out.
Again, Downey hits a dipping third at Tia, and she cuts it right down the line.
11,
like
11.
that. The difficulty of that shot is hard to comprehend just by watching
Yes.
it. Like
11,
that's
10.
such a difficult shot.
you.
Yep. And we got a
11-10-2.
shriek from Downey, and then as she was getting up, said, "No, nice shot."
Yeah.
Tia." And there it is.
Oh, here we go.
We're going to 3. This is what we want. 12-10. 12-10. Can't do it a whole lot better than that.
No.
So
Yeah. Yeah, and like we said, the level's risen from the first game.
That's why you're there.
Everything is sharp.
Yeah.
Points have been win by excellent shots and not unforced errors.
And it's just like a teaching tape of textbook pickleball,
Yeah.
dinking, and resets and strategy, and everybody in the building can feel it. Can feel the tension.
About
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Yep.
It's a pretty good drive. but with my little electric car. Oh yeah.
So what do you think, Alan? We got.
What do I think?
Yeah.
I'm closer to
I think we're gonna go 12-10 again. How about that? That's my prediction.
And
We're gonna do
who's on
12-10
top
again.
there?
I got to stick with my original prediction. I got to stick with my original prediction of the 2 seed, but
I love it. It's
there obviously isn't a lot of separation between either of these
and,
teams.
Rides well with all of those cars because of the battery. Hold the road.
And it's. I say this every week because I'm on this broadcast and we're kind of required to say it, and we always have great matches. I'm like, it's a great night of pickleball. This is legitimately incredible to watch.
Oh yeah, I mean, the level we've seen here has been
we paid
pro level pickleball for sure. Like
really fun.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people who watch pro pickleball often say they like watching the women's games better.
Yeah.
And this is proof of why tonight this has been just a treat.
Yeah, longer rallies, longer firefights. You know, a dude's just not putting the ball away right away.
And it's just the strategy of it.
Yeah.
It's been really fantastic.
Oh,
That's
beautiful.
I would say lack of commentator misogyny, just a small piece of that.
Oh, it's a
pie
huge
tonight.
piece, really. Really, it is. I'm not talking about anybody's babies.
102.
I appreciate you stepping in tonight, filling in for Tori, and not saying such things.
Yeah. Tori would never do that.
She would not. Absolutely.
But I'm excited to next week to listen to you guys. My favorite night of the week, you know.
I won't be
You
here.
got me
next-
cracking up.
I won't be here next
Oh,
week.
no.
Tia overhead
Second
leads to
serve.
the ending of that point. Yeah, I won't
Yep.
be here next. I will be at Dr. Grin's, and I can't on this broadcast
Oh.
advocate that anybody go see my show instead of coming here or
0-1-2.
watching YouTube, the YouTube stream. But I do have a show there.
Side out.
Yeah, just a beautiful point. I mean, hands battle, and then it comes to Tia, and it's a little cut reset
101.
at the feet of her opponent. It's just hard to state how difficult that shot is. It looks so simple. Oh.
How about that firefight?
Second serve.
Just ripping the two-handers, and they're coming back from Downey. She tries to reset, which is the right move, and just a touch short.
How about
sick.
and then a little bit of everything on that point as well. You have
Yeah, Kristen threw up a B- lob that was returned, but she did so well to get it back. Keep her team in the point.
and eventually brought us to a Tia two-handed backhand.
Oh, yeah.
202.
Has been coming back a lot in this
Yeah,
match.
more than I thought.
Yes.
Oh,
that's a
shit.
great shot. Yep. Took
Well
took something
disguised.
off of
She
it.
held her paddle for a second, and then just stroked her in the middle of the court there, and nobody's there.
302.
3-0-2. Our 2 seed Mukherjee and Tauber are up right now.
Side out.
Try to for
Dr. Grins,
slice
tell me
reset.
more about that, Alan. I want to come see your show. Can we
0-3-1.
have dates and things, please?
I am there next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. I'm opening for Aaron Jackson,
Second
a
serve.
fantastic comedian.
I
out
don't
of
care
New
about
York.
him so much as
She,
you.
her.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
somebody for her.
0-3-2.
I thought misogyny wasn't going to happen.
That wasn't. That was light.
Okay.
I mean, that's by PPA standards. That was
Okay.
That was progressive by PPA
All right.
standards.
Okay.
So
1-3-2.
I'll give you more details after this point.
Point.
One show on Thursday, 8 o'clock, and then 7:15 and 9:15, 2 shows Friday and Saturday.
So I'll watch Thursday. I'll watch
Premier
TPN.
night. Yeah.
And I'll come see you at Dr. Grins on Friday night.
or Saturday. Yeah, maybe I'll throw in a
okay.
pickleball joke or two.
Point.
Yeah, a couple loose points here after several really clean ones.
3-3-2. Point.
And here come the 1 seed.
Yeah. Kristen, so as like a resetter,
4-3-2.
she does such a good job of knowing when she's got one down, and then she'll step in and attack.
Yes.
So it's like she's not just going to reset all day long. If she's got a good
Side
one,
out.
Right. She
she'll
does
come
not,
in.
She does
yeah.
not stop and watch and admire her work.
3-4-1.
She's in there. And while we were talking about that, we shouldn't glaze over that winner that Tia just hit.
Yeah. Oh.
Point.
It's a tough bounce off the net.
A little Colin John special there. He loves the net cord, doesn't he?
Does love a net cord. She
4-4-1.
didn't taunt as much as Colin may
No.
have after that.
No, I also didn't like kick up into his face like Colin likes.
Second serve.
We are pretty much ensuring that you and I will never be on a PPA broadcast, but that's okay.
4-4-2.
I don't know what our odds were anyway.
Side out.
Yeah, so after a stretch of like super clean long rallies, we've seen a few now on T and Leah's side, unforced errors.
It's getting
Point.
getting late
Another
in the
one,
night.
another
Played
one.
We played a lot of pickleball.
Yeah.
It's hard to hold that level.
It really
for
is,
so
yeah.
long.
It's still only 5-4. We're in good shape.
And
Second serve.
Kind of get back to what got them there.
5-4-2.
Yeah, you see the unforced errors number on Tia Leah's side, 8-3.
Oh,
Side
and
out.
We add, I don't know if, yeah, so we add 1 to
4-5-1.
Team 1's count. That's a
Second serve.
nice, again, nice little shot down the middle from Downey.
Yeah.
4-5-2.
Not all out power, but just enough.
Side out. No.
We're at 5-5 now, right?
5-5. Hold on, guys. Okay, 5-5-2.
So you see, we have on Tauber and Mukherjee's side a few more unforced errors in this game, but also more winners. So the stats tell that tale a little bit.
Kristen Leah battle. Let's see it.
Oh, she switched it up
down
just a
steps
bit.
in.
Yeah.
Point. Okay, ladies.
I think
1
I
minute,
would
switches.
purchase a pay-per-view of them backhanding.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was nice though, like cross court, and then something kind of at her feet.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
it made Downey think. She stepped in, but also for Kristen, like, don't make him hit the same shot over and over again. Hit it, a little forehand, a little backhand, some variation. Your opponent hits the same shot over and over again. They get awful comfy with that.
Yep.
Like, that's not, you don't want your opponent to be comfy. So it was really well done there by Leah. And I think Yeah, if they get in that pattern, stay in it. Like, I don't, just anecdotally, she's looked like she's won more of those and looked really comfortable doing it.
Yep. And again, if people are saying, hey, people don't like to watch dinking, I love it. The strategy of it and the tension of it, it builds. It's like, it's not just we're swinging.
Time in 6-5-2.
Especially if she can move it around a little bit like that.
It's fantastic.
That's tough.
Here we go.
Yeah, here. Kristen went back down. Oh.
And she found, there you go. She found the one to switch up.
Mm-hmm.
Five, 6-1.
Oh.
Point.
That's just a little overcooked, but that's the ball she wants.
That is the ball she wants, right up to her forehand. We're at 6-6.
6-6-1.
I predicted 12-10 again. We're halfway there.
You didn't tell me the winner, though.
I did not. No, I stayed with the 2 seed. I stayed with my original
gotcha.
prediction.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Point. Seven, 6-1. Point.
Downey Fernberg with the winner of her forehand side.
You have 2 timeouts.
And it's
Okay,
8-6.
timeout receiving team, 8-6.
Tauber and Mukherjee will take a timeout. I think that's a good timeout.
Yep.
Can't take those with you. And it's 8-6. What do you think they have to do here to turn this tide back?
Yeah, just a couple high balls there. I think they wanna. I think they're winning the points they're grinding out, But it's like easier said than done. You have to hit a crisp third and probably a nice fifth to get up there. So it's not that easy because if if you hit a B- drop, Downey's gonna smash it. So it's like it's execution, but yeah, get into your points, work the rallies. I think it's working for them if they can get up there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
but the margin of error is so small with Downey and Kristen over there.
Yes, absolutely. And I think they're finding it. I think that's also possibly why you saw Tia overcook that one forehand because it has to be a little bit better against it because it's coming back at you.
Yep. And you don't get like those high balls don't come along very often,
Right.
So it's like
8-6-1.
That's a good leave. Yes.
Serve.
I would have hit that ball.
I absolutely
all day
would have
long.
hit it.
8-6-2.
Well, net cord, but it plays.
And
Side
there's
out.
the hold.
What a
So
timeout
good
that
timeout.
was,
Yes.
huh?
Very good timeout. Very good use of timeouts.
6-8-1.
We'll want to find a couple points here to state the obvious.
Tia and Kristen didn't battle.
And
Oh,
she-
beautiful.
Yes. And she didn't fire it. It was nice, well-paced.
Super compact.
7-8-1.
Big finish from
Point.
Leah Tauber, but Tia had a reset in there that clipped the net and trickled over. That was a tough ball to handle.
Their work to
Yes.
get up to the kitchen line was amazing, and then they were able to pay off when they got there. At 8-8 now. Slow.
Oh, that one over.
Point.
Yes. And now a timeout on the other side.
9-8-1, 1 minute.
Yeah, you hit one overhead, it comes back. You hit two, it comes back. You hit three, it comes back, and then you start thinking. And then
I gotta hit one a little better.
Maybe a little harder.
We've
a little
all done it.
deeper.
We've all done it.
I don't do it, but I've heard other people. That happens to other people sometimes.
Well, your first one is probably so good that it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, good job. Leah and Tia, so a timeout to go. They're on the ropes a little bit. Come back, a good hold, and now a couple points, and they're right there.
Their timeout was at 8-6.
Yes.
And not their serve.
No.
They've come back. It's now they're up 9-8. So we'll see if this timeout
Are you guys ready,
does for
Kristen?
Kristen and Downey what it did for them.
Okay.
Maybe we'll go to
Both
extra
teams have
innings.
One timeout left.
Free pickleball?
Free would love it. And my 12-10 prediction
Time
is
in,
really what
9,
I'm
8,
trying to guard here.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Point.
C- lob.
That's a fair grade, I think.
I don't hate that.
That was an A+ get off of the net cord though.
10-8-1.
Just Leah's work in the transition zone has been amazing.
It's championship point.
Solid.
Two net cords, and we didn't get to 12-10, but still an extremely entertaining third game to close off. What else can we say about that match? Right?
Yeah, super clean. They had a little rough patch, a little timeout,
and that's like I said, just really textbook pickleball. If you are watching and you want to take your game to another level, or you're looking for kind of a beacon of how to play this game, you'd watch that match.
The drops, the transition work, the dinking, they attacked when it was there.
The patience.
Everything was a very clean match between all four players.
Stats guys, vice president. Aren't the vice president and president not supposed to travel together and be in the same place? Isn't this dangerous? I hope you guys took separate cars.
For Survivor.
Oh, there's not. I had this whole thing all wrong. Anyway, what do you have for us stats-wise?
And I felt like, part of Tauber and Mukherjee's success there was just not giving them a lot of great opportunities. Their drops were so tight to the net that they were scrambling just to get them back, let alone, return them with some offense. And, we saw a lot of great extended dink battles. And I think, the stats aren't especially telling. We had a comparable number of errors, but what we did see is a lot more winners and opportunities seized by the champions here, Tauber and Mukherjee. So,
yeah, I think one thing I really noticed was that Tauber really tightened up on her errors. She led the match. I think the first game she had 13 errors in the first game, and then she dropped all the way down to 3 in the third, and she really tightened it up, not just on the unforced errors, but on her defense. So I think that probably led their comeback.
yeah, definitely. And we just lost our headset audio, so we can't hear what's going on. So, thanks so much. Fantastic match. Thank you to everybody involved, the players and everyone. But we're going to send it back to the booth because we have no idea what's happening. Thank you.
And instead of the booth, we're going to go down to Lori, who's standing by with our champions, a very, very hard-fought, well-earned championship.
All right, I am down here with the champions. That was an amazing match. It was fierce, it was masterful, there were comebacks, there were amazing, powerful shots, dinking. Tell me how you feel about this win.
I'm really proud of us. That was pretty intense out there, a lot of ups and downs, but we stuck it through the end and it paid off. So yeah, really happy.
Excellent. It was so close. You guys got down in the first game and you just kept your drive and your patience and came back and played beautifully. How are your feelings about the match and the win?
Feeling good. Definitely the first match was a grind. I think at first, we completely changed our strategy mid-game, so I think that's what really gave us that kick. But yeah, that first game was a grind, and I'm very happy we pulled it out.
Right. What was your strategical move?
Well, I think we were just going for way too much, and we really didn't need to be doing that. And so we just had to remind ourselves to be way more patient. And I think it definitely worked. And yeah.
Well, I'd say it paid off. Congratulations on a great win, and we look forward to seeing you guys playing together some more. Way to go. Back up to the booth.
Thank you, Lori, and congrats once again to Tia and Leah. Our rhyming team pulls it off. And Scott, final thoughts on a great night of pickleball?
Yeah, it was awesome. We saw great matches leading up, and then the championship match was just the cleanest, the highest level that we saw all night, which is what we want. It went to 3 games, and it was won. It wasn't lost by either team. Just super clean and super high level pickleball, which was a treat for all of us.
Yeah, a really great night, a tribute to the sport and the talent we have in the area, in the state of Michigan, and in the Midwest, as we had teams traveling from outside the state to get here. Once again, thank you to all of the players, all of the volunteers, all of the refs, the crowd for hanging out with us tonight late into the night as we had a very exciting championship match. Thanks to the production crew. Thanks to all of you for watching, and we'll see you again next week is mixed night. So I won't be here, but Tori will be here, and we will catch you then. But thanks for watching.
Welcome to All In Pickleball Gym, the first dedicated indoor pickleball facility in Grand Rapids, featuring 5 full-sized indoor courts and 2 trainer courts that feature a professional outdoor pickleball surface. 16-foot full enclosed ball containment nets on every court will ensure that you will never have to yell "ball" again. Looking to level up your game? Join any one of our leagues, drill sessions, or training clinics scheduled throughout the week. Industry lighting, online booking, key code access, custom training courts, and players lounge are just a few of the amazing things about All In Pickleball Gym. Come check out our facility in Byron Center, Michigan at 400 76th Street, Byron Center, or visit our website at allinpickleballgym.com.